right. Good evening, everyone, and we are live, gentlemen. This is the Armchair Dragoons Saturday Night Fights. We have a full clown car on deck for you this evening, which we...
Is that the truth?
Kind words, Dad.
Which, well, you know what? What, I should lie.
He's not wrong.
I should lie. Why would I lie? So, as usual, I got to go through my preliminaries of what I should lie.
He's not wrong.
I should lie. Getting all of our information out there to the world that wants to watch, including Brant, who I hope... Now, I can never keep this straight. Is Brant in North or South Carolina?
North.
North. So he is not immediately in the course of this nasty thing that decided to take a right at Florida, basically. And make
They decided to spare Florida, man.
And make its way... oh, my son is pointing out they decided to spare Florida, man. Okay, Wargamers. Because I do like to brag to these folks that we're actually playing war games, you see. Alright, and we'll paste that in. Awesome. Cool. All right. So tonight, once I get a focus set on my... There we are. Any viewers yet? We have none. No worries. So tonight we decided, and I will say this only by the way of the briefest introduction. There was a lot of conversation at the Armchair Dragoons and over the past couple of weeks about the complexity of old war games. And while certainly that we have a lot of complex games, I wanted to bring a great group of guys together to show that even in the day, in the heart of the 70s, during the Gerald Ford administration, actually this would have been the Carter administration, there were still war games that were comprehensible, fun, and accessible, and these are some of my favorites. So I'm going to pan back and say we have two. We're going to start with two, and this is from the famous 30 Years' War quad. And I should say we have paired off teams over here on the right, playing at the battlefield at Lutzen. We've got Panzer Day Doug. How are you, Doug?
Very well, sir.
And over here, I forget who I paired off at Lutzen. Is it
Velker?
I do have Velker. Hello, say hello, Velker.
Hello, I've returned.
Over here on the right, at the left, at the Battle of Rocroi, we have standing in for the Orange Spanish. We have Barthart. Vance. How are you, Vance?
Great.
And down here in the blue corner, we have BB. We not BB Mike. We have Mike Bonsai Cat. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. I'm going to die.
That ain't necessarily so.
I see this over here. It says the end of Spanish ascendancy, but I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah, right. And these battles...
That's the attitude I like.
That's good defeatism going straight in. But the two battles are played by a standard set of rules, and that standard set of rules, let's see, weighs in at 4 pages. As Vance has pointed out repeatedly to me, those rules, 4 pages, include 1 page of charts and 1 page of introduction, meaning we have a total of 2 pages of rules, most of which are going to be immediately familiar to anybody who has played a Hex Encounter war game, because these were the games that created those systems. So, let's talk about the rules. Every turn, each side goes entirely on its own phase. You know, there's no interplay between the two. One side takes a turn, then another takes a turn. Each scenario determines who gets to go first in that turn. We start off every turn, and this is one of the unique systems they invented to try to reflect the combat of the 30 Years' War. We start off with a disruption phase. One of the things that can happen to troops is they can be disrupted, and you show that by flipping the counter over on its back. Just like that. We use the F key for that, for your benefit, Mike. And that shows a disrupted unit. And how do we know if something is disrupted? Well, we come over here, and we look in the rules, and we see...
Ratios.
Those are the combat ratios. We go over here to the rules, and we see one of the cool things you can do right here in our in our tabletop simulator, we see we go through to the disruption phase, which is in 9. We go to the artillery phase, movement, and combat, and then obviously the second player takes their turn. But let's start with disruption. Every unit that is disrupted, you will roll a 1d6, and this rule is right here, if it is not in an enemy zone of control, which means next to an enemy unit. It may be adjusted by the presence of a friendly leader, either in the hex or adjacent. Roll a 5 or 6, it is undisrupted and turned face up. That's all there is to it. Artillery phase. One of the other pieces they invented exclusively for this game and system was trying to figure out a way to deal with the heavy, ponderous guns of the 17th century, nothing like the Napoleonic ones. But they were still a significant part of the battles. So, where's one of them? They're hiding. You always got to be careful because they're lurking under the counters. You got one somewhere, Vance?
Yep, right here.
Cool, there you go. That's what the guns look like. One of the really cool things, these guns have reversible sides. Okay? These guns can be seized. But in any event, in the artillery phase, units simply shoot. Other units block line of sight. Okay?
All right.
And so you count out the hexes from your target. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And you go over here, you target a unit, and you roll on this disruption table. You will note a unit may never be eliminated as the result of artillery fire. So there's no point in shooting an artillery piece at a unit that's already disrupted. Okay? And as you can see, you can fire over 6 inches. You can fire, there's no limit to the range you can shoot at, but you've got a pretty low chance of hitting. And that's on a 1d6. Any question about artillery fire? All right. Our next phase should prove to be movement. Movement units move according to their second statistic, which is their movement rate. You can see that right here. So, for example, this leader, he moves 6. There are movement effects based on terrain. However, you'll notice that both Lutzen and Raqua are singularly limited in the amount of terrain that they have. And as is appropriate, I've been to Breitenfeld. There's nothing on Breitenfeld. It's a feld, which is to say a flat field. The only thing it's got is a chunk of the autobahn cutting it at an oblique angle. These roads do not add to movement. The only thing they do for those games that they affect is they negate other terrain if you follow in from a hex like this. So, for example, if you go here to here, it negates the trees. All right. This is a ditch here at Lutzen.
Trenches.
The sunken road.
Mm-hmm. Which actually is still there, which is the whole thing isn't still there, but a chunk of it is. Oh, here's a piece of terrain that a road can negate right here.
There's even a bridge there.
There's even a wee bridge. That bridge is not there. In fact, there's a lot of Lutzen there is what there is. These days. But we can see that if we have a ditch right there, that is 5 movement points for horsies, 2 movement points for non-horsies. Not complicated.
In addition to
Correct.
the base.
Yes, thank you. That is an extra. That is a bonus. So you usually move your 1, and then you move an extra 5, or an extra 2. So this ditch does have consequences. Any questions about that? That is moving. Zones of control. Good old-fashioned Zoc. All units that are not disrupted, and that does not count artillery and leaders, exert a Zoc in the hexes around them. Oh, I'm sorry, with stacking. Units can't stack. These things are far too big to stack. The only things that can stack are guns. You can stack with those, and you may stack with leaders. Obviously, that's a small group of dudes. Nobody else may stack.
Oh, then this is a. Oh no, that's it. Never mind.
We're good?
Carry on.
We're good? Whew.
Yep.
Don't scare me. It's printed on the map, so I'm hoping they got it
Yeah,
right.
it's got to be right.
It's, it's SPI in the 70s. It wasn't, I love it, but we all know it wasn't perfect. So, when you march next to someone, that causes you to stop, and you have to combat. Now, one of the biggest things in this system is all those individuals with whom you have moved into contact, you must have melee with all of them. You may make disadvantageous odds rolls if you wish. The old-fashioned soak-offs, remember those?
Yep.
You may make those if you wish. Those are completely legit to accrue an advantage elsewhere. Combat is as you would expect. Take your attack factor, add them up, however many you've managed to gang up with. Compare it to the defense, the combat factor of your opponent, and express it as a ratio, always favoring the defender. Come here and look at this chart, and it tells you what has happened. Disruption, exchange, and elimination. All right.
One clarification.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe a Zoc in this game actually causes you to stop.
We have non-stopping Zoc?
Yep. If you carefully read the rules.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. Where are those? We have these rules right here.
7-0, Zones of Control.
There they are. That is what the Zoc is, where they extend all undisrupted units regardless of phase. This is important. If there are both over it, both Zocs coexist and it is mutually controlled. No additional effect. I like that fact.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Combat is mandatory between which end their movement in enemy Zoc.
Yep.
Artillery and leader units do not have Zoc. Leader units may not attempt to disrupt undisrupt units which are in enemy Zoc. You're right. I don't think you even have to read that carefully. I think you just have to read it.
Yep.
And it would seem to say you may cruise through it if you wish. Yep, that's it. You are quite correct. That's interesting. You talk about the assumptions you build into your head.
Right.
And you're...
That's why I noticed it when I was reading it earlier.
You go back, you go, surely it's intended that I'm supposed to stop upon entering Zoc. Those are rules, folks. Them's the rules, but no. And that's it. So, and again, that's how you have the combat. We've talked about undisrupting already, which we all know is one of the possible results. It bears mention, what are the effects of disruption? You have no Zoc. You have your combat strength as provided on the back. You may never attack if you are disrupted, and you ignore enemy Zoc for combat purposes. So I can sit next to you, and I don't have to attack you, but of course I'm going to want to, because you are weak. And you may only ever move 2 hexes per turn, but you may never cross rivers or enter woods. Then we have the biggest rule of all, really, because it's the meta, and that is demoralization. And it goes to the obvious point that once you start losing guys, you become demoralized. Disrupted units of an army which has reached or surpassed demoralization may not be undisrupted. All disrupted units of an army have a movement allowance of 4 per turn. This is and this, by the way, is a fascinating rule, which I really liked when I reminded myself of this. This represents the fact that once the army starts to fall apart, these guys are leaving.
Yep. Yeah.
And so we're going to give them a better movement value. Okay. So that, by the way,
because they're not trying to stomp around in a big square of guys, right?
Right.
They're just leaving.
And that's it. And one of my great joys in my visit over to Bavaria was going to the Bavarian Army Museum and seeing probably the best known painting of White Mountain. And the thing that struck me about that battle painting was how much is going on while the battle is going on.
Mm-hmm.
All the little guys running back and forth, a bunch of guys trying to run away, and a bunch of other guys getting dragged back. It's really cool stuff. So, that, by the way, was all the rules, really, of the set. Any questions? Awesome. So now we take up the specific rules, which will take even less time. The deployments are handled. The introduction is handled. For those who don't know, this is Gustavus Adolphus's last battle. He catches a pistol shot in a really uncomfortable place. All right. In this battle, the Imperialist player, the orange, receives reinforcements. They are placed on the map between these hexes. And by the way, they're sitting over here. They are placed on these hexes during the appropriate game turn. If the designated area is blocked, the reinforcements enter on the nearest available map edge hex. And the Imperialist player determines how they enter. They can enter any time, and this is all, and it costs 1 point to enter. I'm always curious what people thought it should be before they made rules of this type. Much like I feel if you look in the movement rules under the basic set, it says if you take your finger off a counter, it's over, done. It's like these people played too much chess, I think, back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Imperialist, the demoralization level goes up if they are not already demoralized at the time the reinforcements arrived. Here's his reinforcements. Arriving on game turn, there it is, 5. There's the ones here. And my favorite rule of Lutzen, the supply train. It is immobile. It may be occupied and destroyed if the Swedes want to. And I don't know why they wouldn't, because they get 10 victory points for it. Swedish cavalry charge. The Swedes in this battle, if they charge with their cavalry against a disrupted unit, double the strength of their cavalry.
And you got crazy artillery. Or cavalry.
You don't have to, but you may. Only the Swedes can use this. And I think that's it. And no matter what the result is, the charging cavalry is disrupted after the combat. But interestingly enough, they can't be destroyed. They can only be disrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the only adverse effect charging cavalry can ever suffer. I like that. Ever. Yeah, that's it. At the beginning of the player turn, the Imperialist, Doug, rolls the die to determine if the weather is clear or foggy. The resulting visibility applies throughout the remainder of the game turn and throughout the Swedish player turn of the subsequent. The effects of fogs are as follows. Movement is halved, fractions rounded up. Artillery range at which artillery may fire is limited to 2 hexes.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's bad fog in the morning.
And that whole frickin' town is on fire.
Good point. And there's your die roll, Doug, to determine when we have fog. So it's pretty likely...
That's Velker, actually. He's the Imperialist.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're the dirty Swedes. That's right. And then we have our demoralization level. We have to keep track as we take units off, and I will do that of the strength points. The Swedes are at 65. The Imperialists are at 45. So they have to be a little careful.
What? No.
Yeah, I understand.
No.
I understand.
No. No.
But if you are not demoralized by the end of the Swedish play of game turn 5, you increase to 50.
Okay.
And you also get your reinforcements, the first group of reinforcements on turn 5, I believe.
Correct.
But I have to survive 5
All right.
turns.
And I was figuring we would skip the optional rules
Yeah.
and just go. All right, so that's it for Lutzen. Questions before we scooch over here to Raqua?
You good, Velker?
Yes, I am.
All right.
All right. He's brave. Now, unlike the battle over there, the Swedes aren't the only ones who can cavalry charge. Here, both sides can do it with their cavalry. Same rules apply. And everything else is an optional rule.
because this
Well,
is
not
over.
everything else. Demoralization.
Yeah,
levels
yeah,
are
that's no, on that page. I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Demoralization. I like the fact that in this one, they chose to go by category of units, so I have to keep track individually. The Spanish have it at 100, the Italian, Germany, and Burgundian, Spanish. You can see all these numbers right here. I like the fact it's French infantry except the Rougeot, which is interesting. Yeah, so that's it. We know about demoralization, what it does, and the victory is awarded to the player who has amassed the greatest number of victory points, elimination of enemy units, and capture of artillery counters, which are held to the end of the game. And then we have a victory point schedule, which is right here.
And how are strength ranks increased and decreased?
For you, your demoralization, they will increase with the arrival of your reinforcements.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So we're not using my reinforcements because that's an optional rule.
Correct. That
Correct.
was my notion.
Okay, that's fine.
So we got 4 people watching. That's nice to see you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the craziness. As you see, I did provide dice rollers over here. I've got dice rollers for everybody, so if you want more, I can make more, but I figured that's what we would do. I'm going to pull back, and I'm going to let you guys each tuck down into your particular game. So, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm going to jump back and forth between the two of them. Velker, why don't you get... I suppose we should determine who is first in each game.
Yep.
Michael gets to go first in ours.
And here in the player sequence, the Swedes have the first turn, even though the Imperialists roll for the weather.
First thing we have to do is roll for the weather, Velker.
So, Velker, why don't you give us a 1d6 to find out if it's foggy?
It's foggy.
Foggy. All right, remember the consequences. Guns limited to 2, movement allowances halved, rounded up, correct?
Right.
You can just start moving there. Mike.
I'm just stalling.
And,
Okay.
and Doug goes.
There's
This
no...
This is going to be
this is-
confusing.
This is
Right.
going to be
Games going
interesting
on at the same time?
conversationally. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
have no
almost
idea
wonder
what to
if
do.
we don't do a... the Lutzen one side, Rocroi one side, Lutzen the other side, Rocroi the other side, just so
Yeah.
we're not talking over each other.
Works for
Yeah,
me.
I agree completely.
Fire.
Okay, so there's no disorder phase, so it's movement.
Yep.
All right. Here we go then. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Charging bravely through the fog.
3, 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Vance?
You skipped artillery because you don't have the range in the fog, right?
Correct.
I also don't
Have any?
I think... Did you...
Gee, that's too
I thought,
bad.
No, I think you do, Doug, don't you?
Mm,
I guess not.
no, the Swedes don't have any artillery. They historically, I think, had
Oh, you do.
some.
Right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. There he is.
But you couldn't shoot with him anyway.
Yeah, I can shoot with him anyway. It's too far away. They don't have much.
I could have sworn.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You've got 3 by my count.
Oh, then there's more than I thought. 4. Okay, so there's one there. There's one there. I see 2 of them. Where's the third one?
It's the third counter in this stack, I think.
There you go.
Ah, there's a third counter in there. I didn't see that. Got it. All right.
And I totally forgot to say when we were live, and I'm going to post this up to MadMark56, the guy who did all these. If you have Tabletop Simulator and you are interested in playing SPI games like this, just look him up. I think he's done 25 now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he's done all the Prestogs games. He's done all the quads, Blue and the Gray, Napoleon at War, this one. Just an amazing array. And when I was just talking about doing this with all you guys last week, I went on to the workshop and I found that he had done Great Medieval Battles. So,
Wow.
including a special little module set up for the hidden combat resolution in King Arthur. Swedes and their dirty cavalry. Trick is not masking the guns.
That's right, because the infantry is blocking terrain, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Don't really have hills.
No.
Big bowling alleys.
I played one of my, just for pure affection reasons, favorite games of all time is Breitenfeld. And when I finally got out there, I went, there's no terrain. There's it's so Napoleonic, right? With hills and valleys and ridges and.
You're not moving these armies on any kind of terrain.
No, that's a great point.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a.
And there are a few battles, Freiburg being one of them, where there is some terrain. And during the first day, in particular, Turenne, if you look at the Freiburg map, this is all Condé over here.
Oh, let me show some folks what you're pointing at. Hey, Beat Cafe's joined us. Okay, point what you were at Freiburg, right?
Yeah, Freiburg. All these guys over here.
There we go. Yeah.
That's Condé, and Turenne comes through this gorge here. Mm-hmm. And his entire advance is blocked by, I believe, a single regiment of Dragoons for hours.
Okay, noted.
It's also worth mentioning that during this period, particularly the Lutzen period, Dragoons are Dragoons in the traditional or original sense of mounted infantry.
Ah, yes.
They're really not cavalry.
They're not cavalry at all. Yeah, they're just more mobile infantry. Yeah.
Guys on horses that get off and shoot.
Right.
All right, so we got no fights over here. You're good, right? You moved everybody?
Yep, that's it. Everybody moved.
All right, how about over here? Who's going? I think that's
Banzai.
It's always been me. Okay.
Do it, big dog. You don't got any bad weather, so all your movement and you first of all, you got no disruption, but you do have an artillery phase that you could use.
I do. I didn't see any artillery over here.
Do you not have it?
There's one.
There's one.
There you go.
One artillery.
Nope, two.
Two artillery. What's the range on that? So I could fire that all the way across?
It's infinite range.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But anything above or 6 or above, you got to get a 1 on a d6 to disrupt.
Well, it's worth a shot, isn't it?
It's free,
so to speak.
It's a free, yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure. Yeah, I might as well try that. So, do I have to mark them as fired or just?
No. We'll just we know you got 2 guys. That's
okay.
That's the nice thing about this game. It's not that complicated.
All right. Fair enough. Let me just say I could try firing on these 2 here.
All right. So, which one do you want to go first?
This one.
All right. 1d6. You know how the dice rollers work? You need a 6.
I just Drop it?
You actually
Nope, don't even have to do that.
Click on the 1.
I gotcha. I'm clicking and it's not doing anything.
There you go.
Move the
Try it again.
dice.
Try it again.
Try it again.
Try it again.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
How about this one?
Never going for this one. Oh.
Oh!
Hey.
We got a flip.
Okay.
That's the that was the dramatic artillery phase, ladies and gentlemen. The artillery phase. And forgive me, it's not a 6, it's a 1, but he did get a
Right.
6. So.
He did get a.
Yeah, just-
You have to make artillery sounds with your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the rules.
That's we are civilized people after all.
I don't have coconuts to bang together for these guys.
Galoof, galoof, galoof. Go for it, Valker. Do it. Believe.
How do you move whole stack?
You can click and drag, and then hold. Just mount when you click and
There you
drag.
go.
After you've done
Gotcha.
it, left click and hold for just a second.
He figured it out.
No, you didn't. You do it.
Okay. They're meshed together now.
No, when you left click off them, they won't be.
Oh, I gotcha. It's something new every day. All right.
That's a lot of horsies.
There are quite a few of them.
Yeah, this is Rocroi is over a decade after Lutzen, and there has been a significant doctrine change. Where
This is. Sorry, go
what's
ahead.
that? No, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I was. Sorry. Wondering, is this a leader down here? This 12-3?
The 12-3 is a unit. Only the stars are leaders.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The guy
Sorry to
who-
interrupt.
No problem. Where the emphasis has shifted from infantry predominance on the battlefield to cavalry predominance on the battlefield. And all armies have adopted the Swedish tactic of charging with drawn sabers as opposed to the caracol. So suddenly you find armies of the late 1640s having a hell of a lot more horses.
Yes. Fact.
Interestingly, though, particularly in light of our discussion last week about French doctrine, the French really hadn't accepted this yet and still were very oriented towards infantry dominance, despite having a lot of horse. And so emphasized the infantry attack during this battle.
And I don't know if you wanted to do that, Mike, but you don't have to go around the guns. You can just march right over.
Yeah, I figured. That's okay. He's good right there.
Cool.
It's nice to the
Maybe.
gunners, though.
It's polite. He's the polite gunner.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Do you mind if you walk around here?
A soda or water or something?
You do have a crap ton of cavalry, don't we?
Uh-huh. And he can charge with them, too. But he can't stack them.
I was just about to ask that.
No stacking. Only leaders.
Let's get some big cavalry units, too.
He does.
And you can only charge disrupted units.
Yep.
Right.
For a fact. Well, you can attack other units, but you don't get the
Yeah.
nice bonus.
Right.
You don't get the nice bonus.
You don't get the charge bonus.
Right. Which you really want if you can get it.
Yeah. Well, it that rule really nicely captures the essence of charging cavalry during the period. You want to use them to smack the guys who are already under stress.
Okay, that's everybody, I
That's
think.
everybody. All right, we switch over here. Velker.
All right.
I'm spinning the
Got
camera.
no disruption.
Yep. You got any artillery?
Any artillery?
Is anyone in range?
I don't
To be
think,
here?
I don't think. No, remember it's 2.
2.
There's no. The only guys would be.
Yep.
Nobody's at 2.
Alright. If that is the case, retreat it. I will have.
I'm turning your guys just because my OCD demands it.
I did that at the beginning of mine, guys.
I'm glad you did too, Vance. I had to go help you because it was making me nuts.
And there's 3. It just makes it all messed up.
No, that's fine. You just got to do it.
You
one at a-
you've got cavalry on a, or you got artillery on a hill over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Nice.
Yeah, if it weren't
That's
foggy, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That's the windmill hill.
That just means he can fire over his guys at you.
Correct, as long as you are as long
Farther
as you have-
away than yes.
Correct. It's the whole. Well, it's half. Yeah.
Yeah.
That rule is one I would love to just get a list of where we got all these rules from. Who was the first one to say locking Zoc? What was the first game to have locking Zoc? What was the first one to have, all this stuff? To say that, dead ground goes out half the distance.
Alright,
Yeah, locking Zocs go way back into to Blitzkrieg.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And there's that supply wagon, what doesn't move. Matter of fact, it so doesn't move.
let's lock it up.
You just lock it
I
down.
just locked it.
Why
You
don't
could
we
do that
go
to
with
the artillery pieces too.
Yeah, you could. All right.
Although we need to flip them for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be able to flip them.
So, Velker, what you got?
I'm just going to move all of these guys together. So they're all going to go 1 and 2.
That works. Look at the tool. Do that with an actual game.
With the powers of your mind.
By the power of Grayskull.
All right, those guys are done. How about what you got? How about these guys?
And actually, to support them, these guys are going to tighten up a little bit.
All right.
Good plan.
Mm-hmm.
These 3, the 3 musketeers over here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
It's actually dirty Croats.
Now you're being judgy again. All right. Next.
Accept my names. So after that, you've got those guys. So I want to do. Is there any shooting? What's the range?
No, there is no range shooting. It's all the only things that can fire above adjacency are the guns.
Okay. Okay. 1. I have 2 in artillery up there. No, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so I'll move these guys. And it's rounding up, correct?
Correct.
Does this not work?
He's got all kinds of guns.
Mm-hmm. That the Imperialists had.
Well, these are pretty rudimentary cannons at this point, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, though They're very heavy. They're not very mobile, but the range is not bad.
Yeah.
And rate of fire is not bad.
Yeah, you're not. These aren't. If you're asking if they're precise weapons, no, they're not. But they don't.
Oh yeah, but you're shooting into blocks of metal,
Yes,
large
right.
That's
blocks.
the issue. Yeah. All right, so Velker, I think you're set.
Yep.
That's
So we're bowling for humans again with these things.
well, yeah.
So I do have a disrupted guy, but I have no leader within one, so he has to stay disrupted.
Nope. That only benefits. It does not prevent you from
He's
doing
still
it.
yeah.
5
He
or
can still
6.
really?
rally.
Yeah, 5
Right.
or 6. He undisrupts.
Nope.
So he stays that way.
We have guns
You do.
here and here
All right.
and here.
All right.
So with this gun, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, more than 6, we're going to shoot at this cavalry piece because it's scary.
It is at that.
Yeah, that's the
Nope.
what eventually becomes the Mason du Roy.
With this piece, we're going to shoot straight at this gentleman.
All right.
And then with this last piece, because it's free, we'll shoot at this big block.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. All right, movement. Man, that cavalry bothered me.
You think it bothers you now?
Yeah. 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're just going to hang out. These guys go 1, 2. I have very large, ponderous units. And I am not moving through in my own infantry, am I?
You can. You just can't stop.
Oh, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just can't
I did-
stop.
I didn't. Okay, we can pass through our own guys.
You can pass through. Can't stop.
Okay. That is handy to know. It's there. So he will go 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 2. 1. One. He's gonna go 2 to there. 1, 2. 1, 2. He's gonna go 1, 2 to there. I want this leader to come over here.
Let's go loose for that.
There. 2. 2, 3, 5, 6. Shush you.
If only Tilly had had that option. Actually, I'll say it about
Vance. Don't you want to play, Vance? Come on.
if only Tilly had had the option to avoid that. If I go this far, he can't attack me.
He can't get me yet.
We can if they're adjacent, though, correct?
Oh, sure, but no, what he's doing is
Okay.
he's counting to figure out.
I'm trying to be one short of you being able to
gotcha.
get Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can get there. Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought I would do that.
That's okay. I think I have enough firepower there.
Do you now?
That would, wait a minute, we got a leader over here that needs to get centralized. Something like that. This leader needs to go back to here. Yep, that's it for me.
Well, guess what, gentlemen? That's turn 1.
Yep.
Let's.
That was agonizing.
I know.
The amount of times we had to look at the rules is astounding.
Who can play these games? So let's. Well, first thing we got to do, Velker. How about let's see. We got to look at that exclusive rule for Lutzen, for the fog. I think we're 2. Yeah, so it's 1 to 3.
Yeah, it's printed on the
it
chart
is
here.
These guys. Okay, guys, and there were no good play aids at this time either.
Right.
Look at that. Look at that.
Really
right there.
difficult to figure that out.
It's very complicated. 1 to 3, Velker. It is fog still. It is still fog.
It is still fog.
Yeah, let's nuke one of those.
Someone?
Let me do that. I'll get rid of. You know what? I just killed them both. Take that.
Yeah, there we go. All right, still foggy. I've got no disrupteds.
You sure don't. How about you got any shooties? Do you got any shooties?
I got no shooties.
You don't?
He's
Got
standing
no
in front of
shooties.
all his guns.
Yes.
Yep. Not because they can't see anybody.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fire the guns. Great. Where exactly? Vaguely that way. And half movements.
Yep.
Guard the ditch. Guard the ditch.
Very. Hey, what did you call me? I did forget to ask the all-important question. What are we drinking, gentlemen?
I am drinking Lug Tread beer.
Mike?
I am.
Nothing.
Okay.
Boo, boo.
Doug?
I'm having some issues right now, so.
Roger that.
I am at the bottom of a Newcastle Brown Ale.
Oh,
There we go. That's good.
that is nice.
Okay, so
You've got two, yeah, I was thinking that. You've got 2 movement points.
yeah, the question is, can I move no more than 2 hexes, or do I have 2 movement points?
I believe. Well, you know what? Why believe? These complicated rules will surely.
Yeah,
tell
it's going to
us.
be hard for us to.
We'll have to look.
Hunt it down.
The movement allowances. So you have 2 points.
So we cannot enter the ditch.
No.
In the fog, you cannot stumble into the ditch.
Oh, you can, but the game won't let you, I guess.
Well, and that ditch was a problem.
Oh, well, no doubt. If it's 5 movement points, well, it's
For
2
horses.
for... Yeah.
Well, and it's actually, and this can't be represented at this scale,
Right.
but that ditch is actually filled full of musketeers, Imperial musketeers.
Oh, very good. See, that I did not know.
So this actually makes a great deal of sense. It took a little while for the Swedes to clear the ditch.
Oh, sure. Copy Velker.
I recognize innovation when I see it.
So did either one of you guys get the new HPS Waterloo game?
We both.
Yes.
Is it any good? I mean, I saw a review that it's ugly, but it seems to work really well.
It's got really good mechanics. It's brigade level, and let's just say that the graphics situation, based on the volume of email I've had in the last 48 hours, is being addressed.
Oh yeah, cool.
Well, I think that there were some.
There must be enough volunteer people out there to give
Well,
them
it
something.
cracked me up because the guy who is best known, I think, internationally for playing Napoleon as a reenactor shows up in the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's I met him one time somewhere or other. Oh, Historicon. That's right.
That's all my movement.
All right. I believe we said that Vance would go next. Or no, sorry.
Bonsai.
Mike
Bonsai.
would go next. Do it. He is rolling.
All right. So I can do artillery first, correct?
Disruption would be first, but you have none. So yes.
Right.
Artillery
Okay.
shots if you got any.
You're standing in front of all your
Yeah,
guns.
I think you've blocked all your guns.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought you guys were joking earlier. That makes total sense, though.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. Come on, they can fire over their heads. Jeez.
Yeah, right. These are howitzers.
Yeah, not a lot of indirect fire capability.
Not a lot of
1943.
elevation ability.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do. I mean, I read just real quickly here a little history of the battle and exactly how it went, and I just am
Okay, very, very simple, quick tutorial on pike and shot warfare.
sure.
Charging cavalry, attacking formed infantry with cavalry doesn't work. In this era, cavalry fights cavalry.
Gotcha.
It is to scout and fight cavalry, and to pursue broken infantry. It can also be effective in a combined arms attack with infantry.
Okay.
Infantry closes and fights at very short range. You want to try and keep a useful reserve, particularly of infantry. It will not be uncommon for an entire cavalry wing to decide that it doesn't want to fight anymore. Both of these are extremely linear battles, and as extremely linear battles of the period typically take the form of cavalry engagements on the two wings, followed by an infantry engagement in the center, and whoever won the cavalry engagement suddenly has a flanking force. There is not a lot of maneuver subtlety to this period.
Yeah. I'm actually not wanting to move at all.
Neither were
But that'd be kind of boring. We just.
They
What's that?
didn't want to either, honestly.
Right.
Well, Gustavus
Well,
did. Gustavus did.
the commander, the French commander here is Condé.
No, that's
And Condé never saw a charge he didn't want to take.
That's true. That is true.
2 or 3 or 4 times.
That seems suicidal because most of these guys are 2s against 4s.
Come on.
The ghost
Chicken.
of Condé sneers at you.
Come on, says the guy sitting there waiting with his guns for my cavalry to charge him recklessly.
Oh, you noticed that I left my guns open.
Yeah, I did actually. But you can't hit my cavalry at least. At least not over here.
The French do historically win.
Yeah, but I saw it was a close run thing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, all these battles are pretty close run.
We believe.
I hold it. 1, 2,
That
3.
the spirit of Condé finds him.
It's all about
Right.
Elan.
It is.
Audace, audace, toujours audace.
6. 2, 5. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, old.
2, 3. Is it bold or is it ignorance?
6 and 2
Sure.
threes.
No, you always say bold.
Gotcha.
Especially if you're French.
Only,
Yes.
only history can judge you.
Right.
Good point. 2, 3, 5.
One of the great moments in the siege of Regensburg by the French in 1809 is Marshal Lannes so infuriated by the fact that his men, who by the way had previously stormed the wall twice and failed, and that they didn't want to do it a third time, he's so mad he threatens to do it himself.
Yeah.
And there's every evidence that it wasn't a joke or that it wasn't a show, that he was going.
Oh, Lon would have done it. Absolutely,
That
Lon
he was
would have done it.
going because his men, his aide-de-camp, they stop him. They restrain him,
Oh yeah.
you know, because they were like,
Yeah, he shames them so badly.
and that's why they eventually take it. The next time Tower 21 falls, and
Well, there's a later battle where Conde is commanding, and his troops don't want to advance on the entrenched enemy. He takes his marshal's baton and throws it into the enemy's trenches and directs his men to go retrieve it.
awesome, awesome.
That's chutzpah, that's for sure.
And I actually have seen that baton, you know, or at least
He and the really amazing thing is that he dies of old age.
yeah, they all do. They all freaking
No, Turenne gets his head blown off
Yeah.
by a cannonball.
yeah, but Eugene, how long does he
Oh
live?
yeah. Yep.
How many times should
Yep.
Eugene have had his head blown off?
Oh, a million. I mean, if there's anybody that should have bought the farm in his 20s, it was Eugene.
Okay, I'm done. And I'm also drinking now, by the way.
Good man.
Much
Woo!
better.
Woohoo!
What's that?
What you drinking?
Well, it's a Jose Cuervo margarita mix. I know.
Nice.
It's kind of.
Something you found under the cupboards, or
Oh no, we've actually had it. It's pretty damn tasty, actually.
nice, excellent, most strongly approved. All right, so I scooch over here and I say, Velker.
That was the other point of this: is the games are so easy they can be played by drunk old.
Right,
men.
you can absolutely get plastered.
Oh please, yeah, as if. Right, what you got, Velker?
All right.
You got no disruptions,
Nope.
and you can't shoot anybody. They're not close enough.
You don't really.
I'm getting a refill.
Good man.
I will be too here momentarily.
My darling wife is bringing me a refill.
Oh, you lucky bastard!
So you're going to join
It's
the
Vance and Jim and Mike and
Edward.
Edward.
and Jim's son, Edward.
Oh, hello to all of them.
Edward and I are up faced off here.
All right, so you did this one here. What else you got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm happy.
Oh really? All right.
All right.
Actually,
Really?
I'm going to think.
Cagey.
Well, remember, he's the one that's got reinforcements coming.
Right. He's that's not a bad choice.
Alright.
Now you're good.
Yep.
All right. And I think that
That's it.
takes us to Vance.
Okay. Okay, disruption phase. Try to
Alright.
disrupt this guy. I have
get-
a leader
You
with
get to
2
use
factor.
this 2, correct. So now you get a...
It's 3 or better.
3 or
right?
better.
Correct.
There we go.
Flip him. Just F him.
And now we got the artillery phase.
Yeah.
Oh, he screened his good stuff with his crappy stuff.
What? What a
Bastard.
Not a gentleman.
So this cannon here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. We'll shoot at this 6.
Oh,
Here.
really? Really? You're gonna go
1,
around? You're gonna peck
2,
him?
3, 4, 5.
You're gonna peck?
X's away.
You're gonna peck him around the back, huh?
Thank you.
I am.
1 and a 2 is a disruption. Nope.
Does my leader ability do anything to that?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, not to artillery fire,
Nope.
right?
It affects disruption. It affects combat.
Right. So this artillery is going to just shoot straight down this line at this big 10 unit here.
1.
Those are Swiss. No, that's Picardy.
These are French.
Field
Ah,
well,
well, not
no,
for
there's-
that pots or two.
So these guys right here, the 8,
Yep.
those are Swiss.
Ah, okay.
These guys, I just saw them. Where did they go? Here. Those are Scots.
This cannon is going to try to get this big 10.
So that's a 1. Yep. Nope.
Not rifled barrels, eh?
Oh no.
No.
No, actually, I saw a boatload of these guns at the Bavarian Army Museum. They're beautiful, beautiful weapons, actually. They're highly ornate.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, we're done shooting, so I'll flip around here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come on, you don't want your cavalry to hide behind your infantry. Come, there you go.
2. 2. Actually,
Oh, your finger came off it.
yeah. Bite me. Come and get me.
Awesome. Awesome.
Two. 2. 2. 2. 1, 2. Actually, let's leave that guy for a sec. Let's move these guys. Oh, you did that, did you? You just hid like a little girl. 1, 2, 3.
As
Sorry, was that out loud?
yeah, that was your external narrative voice.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, here
Oh, there we go. There we go.
3, 4, 5.
Those of us sitting up here getting to kibitz going, all right, here we go. Now it's a battle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oddly enough, he doesn't want to go into that little pocket of suffering right there.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then these guys go. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, 2. Oh, you stupid buggers! What are you doing? 1, 2. This leader comes over here. Right. That would be that.
Oh well, there, you got some talk. You got some splaining.
Got some shooties going on here.
Now some fighty over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say not so much
So-
shooty. This is stabby.
Okay, so these two guys against him, these
Okay,
two guys against him, and
Yep.
this guy against him.
It's like you've done this before.
It's just like I've done this before in,
It's
I don't know,
Every
Russia or
right.
NATO or...
It's baked in at the cellular level.
It is. It just is.
So, Vance, you've played many 30 Years War games before?
None ever before.
This is so now we've got 13-2, which is a 6-1, which I assume that's...
Oh, yeah, my leader gets to join in because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the one to hack.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to die if you don't. Do you want him not to?
Sorry?
The leader can... You have accounted for everybody there, so you don't have to have him fight.
So what was the comment about he's going to die?
Oh, he can, I'm saying.
No. Yeah. No, so yeah. But can he help more than one battle?
No.
That's
It's the battle
just
he's
one.
stacked with.
Yeah, which is this battle.
Yeah. And besides, I just looked at 6-1. There's no bad effect for you.
He's not at 6-1 though.
Why isn't he?
You're counting 3 stacks when he's only using 2 stacks.
These 2 stacks against him.
Oh, forgive me.
4-1.
These 2 stacks against him and this stack against him.
Oh, so it's 4-1? Am I
4-1.
correct?
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
correct.
All right, so looking at
2
the chart,
4-1s and a
4 to
3-2.
1. A 1, just so you know, a 1 kills him. 2-4 disrupts him. And a 5 is that nasty exchange.
Exchange.
5.
4.
Almost.
Disruption. Flip him.
So flip. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And now the same on this game?
It's a 4-1 also.
Yep. Well, it's 9-2.
That's 4-1.
Nope.
Same thing?
Yep.
And 3-2.
That's 1-1. Because I don't think they had a 3-2. Oh, they do. Oh, it's a 1-1. And a 2.
2.
That's a defender exchange. Or a disruption exchange, I'm sorry.
Disruption exchange.
All previously
Both.
undisrupted defending units are disrupted. All previously disrupted defending units are eliminated. The attacking player must disrupt attacking units whose total points is equal to what was disrupted.
Yep.
All good?
That's it.
This was so we see the result. I'm taking pictures of this because it was actual combat as opposed to maneuver, so.
And there was 3 combats and it took less than a minute.
I don't understand. I really can't bear this. And that's it. So that takes us over back to Lutzen and Duck.
All right.
That's the
roll.
end of turn 2.
Oh, that's
That's
it.
the end of
That
turn
is.
2.
Yeah. What?
We're on turn 3.
What?
Okay, weather.
I'll move
All right, you got
to
it.
turn 3.
Oh, you're killing me. Oh,
He will not.
Nice work.
He will not release the fog.
wow. I thought this was my chance.
Yeah, because
Not
this is it.
I thought
happening.
It was mine too.
Yeah, because he's not. Yeah, I was. But truthfully,
Yeah, you got
Velker-
guns up here that can shoot.
Yeah, well, but truthfully, Velker, you're the one that wants the fog to
Yeah.
stick
Yep.
as long as possible, so your buddies can get
Right.
here.
Right.
So man, the fog sticks. And Doug, you got any disruptions? You do not.
I got no disruptions. I got no guns.
So therefore, Avanti.
Here we go. All right. So we're gonna do crossing a stream. Never cross the streams.
Never get out of the boat, man.
+2, so I can't get across the stream.
No, you cannot.
So
Well-
there's really only one.
Well, the horses can't they?
No,
Nope.
because it's +2.
4.
Oh yes, yes, I could. They got 4.
They got 4.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so they could. Yep.
Well, yeah, it would
but
let you
but
move one
only
space.
but
Yeah.
only just.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so this is actually better to do. Either.
Here we go.
Get in there and fight like a man.
Grrr.
On a horse.
Go. It's go time now.
Look, it's a man on a horse.
Edward has declared it to be go time.
There is no escape.
I can see you counting figures there, Mike.
Me? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Don't
What
tell
are you talking
lies.
about?
All right, so we can all get right up here.
Can you actually get in? Oh yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah, because it's 2 points
Two.
for
Yeah.
the ditch. Actually, no, I can't because it's plus 2 points for the ditch.
Roger that.
I'm gonna stand back here and we're gonna argue with the musketeers a little bit longer.
Because
Why
Valkyrie just.
can't we shoot at you? I don't understand.
Because you have matchlocks.
And it's foggy.
You had it. You had it right, Doug. It's not plus 2. It's 2.
Oh, is that right?
It's 2 movement points for non-cavalry. It's not plus.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I think all these are plus.
See, I don't. You know what? I
No,
don't
because
think-
it says for stream exercise it says additional 2.
Huh, you may be right.
Look at that. There it is.
Slope exercise is additional
Okay.
2.
we
Additional
go.
All
one.
right,
All
here
right.
we go.
Oh boy. Oh dang. How much fun am I having? I'm actually tweeting combat results.
Yeah, I'm sorry there, Jim, but you're going to have to get the largest nerd factor for tonight because you're just watching us play.
I'm having. Are you kidding? I'm having a blast.
Of course you are. So you've got some way to keep track of kills for victory points, right?
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them off and stack them to the side.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask Doug which group they're with for your fight.
There's just no percentage there yet. Despite the fact that Weimar historically decided he had to have that hill.
So what are your victory conditions, Doug? You look that up.
Kill all the Imperials.
Oh, it's just kill stuff?
Kinda. It's demoralized them, and
Yeah, yeah.
basically the Swedes
Drive them from the
really,
field.
yeah, the Swedes really want to get a lot of victory points early, and a lot of they want to demoralize the Imperials very early,
Fast, yeah.
fast, which is obviously complicated by the fog.
Yeah, he gets. It's interesting that he gets 1 point for each enemy strength point eliminated, but 2 points for every demoralized infantry.
Mm-hmm.
He actually gets more points for if he kills eliminated demoralized guys. If Hulk dies,
Yeah, so if you demoralize it first and then kill it, you get more points.
Yep.
Right.
If Pappenheim dies, which he does historically, he
Is
gets
right.
15 points. If he gets Wallenstein, it's 25 points.
Wow. You get 10 for the wagon train.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got to get to the wagon train first, though.
yeah, that would require movement above half.
Yeah. And that's kind of the problem. So, all right, we're done with move. Let's go ahead and fight this out over here.
Fighting. Oh, why can't we just talk?
No
What do you-
fighting in the war room.
What do you feel
All
like?
right, right. So these two guys, the 5 on the
Oh,
2.
jeez, I missed that. 2-1.
Yep, 2-1. Here we go.
Nice.
A 6.
Defender. The disruption exchange.
Ouch.
That actually hurts you. That was over here.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
That was there. So that's that. All right, what's next, Doug?
All right, next we have the 6 on the 4.
You're not throwing in the commander? No, why would
Yeah,
you?
well, that's a 7 to 4.
So, yeah,
I mean,
it's still
6.
up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
1-1. That is that's a disruption exchange. Flip it.
Great. All right. 1 and 2 more 1-to-1s.
Yep.
Ouch.
That is an attacker disruption.
Ow!
Edward is pleased with that result.
Oh,
And that is a defender disruption. Ooh.
Hey, stop!
So the fight at the Flossgraben is a mixed bag. All right. That it?
That's all.
Mike, you got any disruptions to get rid of?
he does.
He does. Look at that. He cannot get rid of this one because he's in this guy's Zoc. He can't get rid of this one. He's in that guy's Zoc. And that guy's in that. Nope. No disruption.
They're all trapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, fine, be that way. Okay.
I'm afraid we have to. But
Such a
but to go to Doug's earlier point, they can leave, although they have a grand total of 2 movement points.
Right.
1 movement point.
No, that's their strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have 2
right.
movement.
But they have-
That's right. They have two
Yeah.
two hexes movements. Not
Right.
even
They,
movement.
that's a good point. They have
Yeah,
2
it's full
hexes.
2 hexes. Because all this terrain it would possibly interfere with their movement.
The vast forest of Raqua.
These trees are looking really good right now.
It's the one place you can't move.
Yes.
What's the stacking? What's the stacking rule again?
None.
2 units?
No stacking.
No stack.
No stacking. Gotcha.
Just hey, Mike, you've got a
Yes.
shot over here.
Hey,
Yes.
stop that!
I will
I know.
not.
Yep.
I
I will
know.
not.
I was thinking
Not bad.
of moving them out of the way anyway, but that's fair enough. Yeah, let's do that. So let
Artillery's first.
me throw some shell shot or whatever they called it back then there.
It's round shot. It's,
Round shot. All right.
You need a 1.
Shell shot.
It's
Yep.
it's only about 100 years past using
Ow.
stone.
Yeah, I know.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh no, and they periodically still did. I actually stood next to a giant pile of stone cannonballs that were from the 30 Years' War.
I want
Yeah,
that guy's
definite-
job. Carving
Definitely
stone
for
cannonballs.
sieges. Yeah, they would have used stone.
So, all right, so no other artillery. So, Mike, it's your moves.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
1, 2.
The men with the pikes
Mike.
have moved up.
Mike, there's
1,
a
2,
big hole in the
3.
middle of his line.
What are you looking at big holes for there, Vance?
No, that's Doug.
Oh,
Yes.
Doug, sorry.
Doug is counseling you about big holes. I'm going to stop now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a trap pocket.
It's a trap.
It's worse than that. It's a trap.
1,
Oh,
2,
wait,
3.
there's moving going on. I'm trying to keep up with the camera.
Oh,
Yep,
look
over
at
here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, we got a little solidarity going on. They're getting
1,
ready to
2.
start the Buckeye Gaming Fest.
Oh, good.
3, 4.
So, yeah, because our guy...
Ardwolf.
Shout out to Ardwolf. He's eating and drinking and getting ready to play games for a week.
Is that all you got?
Me? Pretty
Yes,
much.
you.
He's calling you
Pretty
out.
much.
He's calling you
Pretty
out,
much.
boss.
Yeah, I know he is.
These Spanish.
No,
Saucy bunch.
no manners. No manners.
How do you
You
think
know who
we
has
found them on
manners?
the...
The Imperialists. They have manners. Velker says, sitting in his chair and beating his breast twice.
Come on, you silly Frenchman.
With my private parts at you, silly Spanish person.
With your silly
Is,
knees. Would you believe
Or
my,
German or Italian or whatever you are over here.
Yeah, it's
Walloon.
pretty much all that. Yeah.
All of the above.
Yeah.
would you believe my tweet actually was that the Imperialists were tired of the French silly knees bent at reversing behavior?
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
There you go.
You have given your son a proper movie upbringing.
Oh, good lord. He can do quite a few of those things.
Actually.
Do you mind if we come up and have a look?
Of course is not. You are
He's already got one.
He's already
Already got one.
honestly, that may be my favorite line in that movie. It wrecks me every time.
I already got one.
He's a holy grail, you say?
Now look here, my good man.
There's more than one?
You're right. It's like as if it never occurs to Arthur that that's absurd.
Okay.
And
How was it?
just so you know, Mike, and I don't know if you're inclined. Oh, here. Oh, he decides he wants
Actually,
to make it a shorty.
never mind.
All right.
Probably.
Do it.
Okay. All right. So where should I start? Let's start over here.
The only thing I want to say is you do know you are obligated. No, you're not. You never mind because you got no Zoc.
Those guys don't count.
Yeah.
They can't. So okay, very good.
I attack him and against him. That's 2-1, correct?
You have to attack these two gentlemen.
Charge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
you do.
These two can attack him, or they have to.
You
They
have
have to attack.
Singles.
Somebody has to attack each one.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
Or you said that. and I
Obligatory
totally missed it.
attacky.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do this first. 1-1.
Okay, so you'll do this at a 1-1. Proceed.
Sure.
That I think is the one no result. Nope, it is a defender exchange or disruption
Ooh.
exchange.
Ah,
Disruption
So-
exchange.
That actually works well for you.
He flips 2, or okay, that's
Yeah,
what
you both flip.
All right. Flip out, man. All right.
Same
So here, 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
two.
Roll a 2 on a 1-1 is
Duh.
That is a disruption exchange.
Everybody's cavalry's in a mess.
Nobody knows what's going on.
So 10-3. That's 3-1 there.
Ouch.
Shit.
That I think is good for Bonsai.
Gonna leave a mark.
No, that is no result.
Of course it is.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you
Okay. So 9 and 4. 13 against 4 is
13
3
4
to
3 to
1.
1.
Scheisse.
That is a disruption exchange.
So most of these guys are disrupted.
Well, now
No,
you
so I've got to disrupt this, which is worth
Mhm.
4 points, and
Yeah.
you have to disrupt an equal
one of the
amount.
two. All right, who is
One of
attacking?
these two.
These two. So you're going to want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
there it is.
got it right there. Okay. All right. Then back over here. I think that's all for that flank.
That
So
looks right.
over here. Oh, this is gonna be
So somebody
suicide,
has
but
to
whatever.
attack this guy.
Yeah. So him against
Yep.
him. That's going to be a what is that?
It's a 1-2.
1-2. Oh, well, why
Welcome
not?
to your soak off.
Yep.
So rolling.
Uh huh.
Yeah. That's either really good or really bad.
It's an attacker disrupted.
Of course it is.
That's not the worst thing in the world, considering what you just did.
8, 12, 12 to 4, 3 to 1. Doesn't matter if the captain or the commander.
Yeah,
It was
just
14,
right.
yeah. Just,
it's
yeah.
yeah, it's still 3 to 1 either way.
Okay. 3 to 1.
6!
Nothing. No effect.
Ah!
Lord have mercy. All right. And that's pretty much it, I think.
Okay, I know that Vance has made this point. I think Doug has made it too. But folks, do you realize just how fast an entire round of combat just went? I mean, seriously. Okay, so for all those who are telling us, stop it. And by the way, for those of us who do love the 30 Years' War, I mean, certainly Doug loves it more than I do, but I'm into it. This isn't too horrible a result from a historical
It's
perspective.
not bad
No,
at
it
all.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, especially this cavalry charge.
Yeah, I mean,
mess
this
over
is
here.
very much what would happen, and something's gonna
Yeah.
This
give out
sucks.
here. Something's gonna give out here. You know that.
Yep.
It's going to be the French.
Like as not. So who we calling for over here? I guess we're calling for Velker.
Yes. Me.
Velker, you got anybody to undisrupt? Yes, you do. So who do you want to start with? Start undisrupting.
Sure, this guy.
5 or 6? Oh no, you can't. I'm sorry. He's in somebody's Zoc. I apologize.
That's what
Right.
it was.
And he is also in Zoc. He is not.
Yep. He is not, yeah.
So 5 or 6 there.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey, nice. He's back.
There you go.
Anybody
Now
else?
you can charge his guy that's disrupted,
Yes, you can.
and you get twice as
And-
many combat points.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Vance.
And you've got it is
Payback is a bitch, man.
and you would have gunshots through these nice alleys, except no
It's foggy.
because it's
Foggy.
Hey.
Movement.
Okay. So,
And these guns on the hill could shoot away too.
They could,
Except it's foggy.
but it's foggy.
alright. So, now that it is officially go time,
It
I
was only
decide
practice go time.
It was only practice go time earlier.
1,
Oh, where are you? Sorry.
2, and 3, 4. Those guys appear over there.
Okay.
1,
Nice.
2, 3,
Correct.
and he's going to go with him.
Okay.
And then these 5 fellows right here
Mm-hmm.
are going to go 1. So these 2 went 1, and then this guy is going to go 3, 4, and this guy is going to go 3, 4, 2. Also.
All right.
And then over here, this 15 is going to go 1, 2.
Yes.
This other guy is going to go 1, 2. And now over here,
Careful there, Edward. You have to attack everybody you touch, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Just so you know, Edward, you got. You know,
That's a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These 2 guys go together. One, 2. 1, 2. 1. And then these guys are going to fill in the holes within my army. And then these guys over here. 1. No, they're not going to fight yet. 1, 2. 1 and 1.
Okay.
And that fights.
I guess so. Tell us your story.
Alright, so this guy is going to attack this guy. It's a 1-to-1.
It is.
3.
You would get the one number I don't have memorized. 1 to 1 and a 3 is no effect.
Nothing. Okay. Now over here, this 6 to 8 is going to attack this stack. What else is under there?
Okay, so that's a
3,
4 total.
So it's a 2 to 3, which is a 1-to-1.
Okay, so now, Edward, just so you know, this is where that charge rule can come in, if you wish.
Right.
This would become a 12.
12.
Wait, I can do that? I thought it was only them.
No.
Ah,
Oh, that's right.
yes, it is.
Look at. Okay,
He
knows
can't
the-
do it.
He knows.
It's only the Swedes. Yeah.
Nice.
Only the Swedes.
Well done,
Yep.
Edward. Well done. So that's a 1-to-1.
1-to-1. Alright. Now another 3.
No effect.
Nothing. Alright. This 9
Mm-hmm.
stack over here is going to do the same thing.
Is he's going here?
Yes.
So that's 9 to 4. Oh well,
1 to 2.
if you're gonna do that,
Yeah, it should have been a single attack.
It's got to
Yeah,
be
you
a single. You
yeah,
can't
you
attack
should-
this.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
make that a single attack.
Oh, I can do that. I didn't know I could do that. Okay.
Yes. As a matter of fact, so it's.
You have to do
Have
that.
Yeah, in fact, you have to.
Then this guy will attack this guy.
All right. Does he accrue some butt? I think he would from being
He
across the
does.
stream.
The defender is doubled when all attackers are across the
And
stream.
they are. So that will be a 9 to a 6, another 1-to-1. Five on a 1-to-1 is a
Now,
defender
now
Go ahead.
he has to attack from this guy as well.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
he doesn't.
This
Oh,
guy
that's
doesn't
right.
take-
That's
this-
right.
this guy's
That's
got
right.
no Zoc.
You're right. You're right. No Zoc. So yeah, you're right.
So he is destroyed. Because this is defender exchange, and he has to disrupt this guy.
No,
Yep.
he's so good.
So he is.
That's victory points for you.
That
yeah.
is
Yep.
that is the first victory points of the game, Velker. Well done. I'll take that over there.
All who oppose me shall be crushed.
Oh boy. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'll say well done there. All right, so you've got some other things to account for. What do you want to do?
All right, so there's 3 to 8.
Now you got to make sure that everybody, and I pretty much you got to go 1,
Yep.
1, 1, right? That's what you're going to do.
I was actually thinking that these two attack this guy.
Unfortunately, you've got to
Can't.
attack this guy
Alright,
too.
So then, yes, I guess.
1 to 2 this way. 1 to 2 on a 4 is an attacker disrupted. And this is a 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
That isn't isn't a 1 to 2 defender exchange?
1 to 2 on a 4. 1 to 2 on a... Oh, I'm wrong. It's a defender exchange. My goodness.
Oh, that's yeah.
I can't read a bloody chart. So, defender exchange.
All right, so that's
1 to 1.
1.
1 to 1 on a 1.
Yeah.
That's a defender disruption.
Haha.
And a 1 to 2.
Now, just for our guest audience, there, Mr.
Nothing.
Cyrano,
Yes, sir.
how did you calculate a 1 to 2 when it's 4 to 5?
Because if and a deep and long-standing, you talk about the DNA of wargaming,
Yeah.
and because I actually, one of my dearest friends in the world and I almost had a blood fight 100 years ago about Caesar's legions, because
Oh, yeah?
he is not a wargamer at all, but he was willing to play it because he was a Latin guy and all this stuff. And I told him, I said, no, I have 4, or you have 4, I have 5. That's a 1 to 2. And he said, what are you talking about? And he was incensed because it is a long-standing rule and it's a very rare hex war game that doesn't have it, that if you don't make it all the way up to even,
Yep.
you fall all the way back in favor of the defender. So speaking of defenders, let's find out what we get here. So what do you got a lot here, Velker. What do you got?
We still haven't done this one, have we? Oh no, that was
That's-
okay. Yeah.
That was the one that there was nothing there. Nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay. So this 15 is going to attack this.
What do you get for a ditch, Doug? Anything?
Nothing
No
for
effect.
combat.
So 15 to 8, and again, on that same exact principle, is shockingly
1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Before you go too far,
What's that?
add up the number of combats that he's got there. He's got to attack more guys than he has guys to attack with.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So sooner or later, Edward, you're going to have to take a very bad odds fight.
Yep, you'll have to attack 2 hexes with 1 guy.
Yep.
So just decide where you want to do that. I'm going to say that, you've got a
Do it
10,
now!
You've got
Yes.
a 10, you've got a
To
10
attack
here.
This guy.
So that's a 1 to 1 against both these guys. Which isn't crazy.
No, it's actually pretty good.
That's
I didn't even see that.
1 to a 4, no effect.
All right.
So this and this and this are done. So now you can switch to.
9 to 3.
Now everything pairs up.
So that's a 1 to 2,
Right.
right?
Correct. That is a 1 to 2. Well done. No effect.
All right. This 2 to 8 versus.
This is going to be bad.
That's going to be a bad one.
2 to 13. That is the worst you can get, which is a 1 to 6. That is actually just. Although that is attacker eliminated.
Yep.
All right. So where's that? Right here. Yep.
That horse.
Excuse me. I'm taking him over here to the counting pile. Interestingly, worth less to Edward
Then that, yeah.
than that. Interestingly enough.
No, don't flip that over, Doug.
Yeah, don't flip that.
Oh, that's right.
Costs you more.
Yep.
All right. This
So that was this. Now here we have 14 to 8, but unfortunately still 1 to 1. Nothing. A lot of skirmishing in that trench.
8 to 6.
1 to 1. 2. Defender disruption exchange. And another 1-1. The battling along the line is general, gentlemen. I believe that is also a disruption exchange.
So you
Is
get
it?
no benefit for standing in a ditch. Imagine that.
No,
That's it. Wow, that was a lot. Now the fight is general. The fighting is general.
And that's the end of turn 3.
That's
No, don't you dare.
Oh, no, that's
I
right.
have not had my
That's
turn
right. You haven't had your turn yet.
God,
And I have
kids
lots of
like
fun
dance,
things to
nothing
do.
happened.
Do you? First of all,
So
do you have
he
any...
can't get undisrupted because he's stuck in his zone.
Correct.
These three gentlemen, however.
They sure can.
So we'll start here and work our way there.
5 or 6
Towards the
all
edge?
the way down.
Good.
Oh,
Ooh.
back.
Also good.
Ooh.
And great.
Oh!
That's going to leave a mark.
That's gonna be ugly.
Somebody slapped somebody with the flat of a sword.
Cannon time.
Cannon time.
We have one hiding under here.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Counting at 3. In order to achieve a disruption on Mike's men, you must roll a 1 or a 2.
Ugh, really?
Mm-hmm. You do not.
Oops. And these guys are going to shoot straight up into this 8.
That's a 6. Or a 1, I'm sorry. You want a 1.
Which is it?
You want a 1. You want a 1.
Okay.
You don't.
This cannon's going to shoot at 9.
That'll work fine. That's also a 1. Nope.
Okay, I'm rolling high today, all right? Alrighty then.
Yeah, you did well over here, but...
Yeah, let's do this. This is the more fun over here.
You got a gun somewhere in there?
No, we're doing movement.
Alright, where are you? Sorry. I'm gonna let the folks at home watch you.
So first thing we're going to do is do this. 1, 2. Then we are going to kill a bunch of French horses.
Let's not do that.
2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, no. 4 to 1. 1 to 1. 4 to 1.
Remember, you can charge.
Yeah, but that leaves me disrupted.
He can only
True.
charge. He can only charge infantry, though.
Oh,
I
really?
thought you could
I thought
charge disrupted
anything.
cavalry. Anything disrupted.
Okay.
Anything disrupted.
Is that so? Okay, very good. Very good.
I'm with Doug, but hey.
Infantry. 16
Okay.
16.0.
That's fine. I don't want to charge anyways because it would leave me disrupted and he would just counter destroy me. So that would be bad.
I'm not really sure
We-
how the loots and rules got mirror imaged.
What happened?
The loots and rules folio
Whoa!
is mirror imaged.
You know, these counters really should be rounded.
Stop.
Don't you start.
This squareness, that's just weird.
Freaks of nature.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
There we are. They got flipped.
Let's move him to here. No, to here. No, I was going to leave that guy exposed.
think Pappenheim did this? I don't think he did.
Blah, 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 blah. 6.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, he's going to stay right there. Okay, that whole line is good.
All right.
Go back over to the far other side, the other horse mass thing we have going on. What you got in there? You got an 8 hiding down there. Well, we can't have that, can we? One, two, three, four, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. There. Six to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. He's gonna go there.
Guess what I bought today, Jim?
What'd you buy?
Copy of this.
Oh, really?
Oh, the quad?
Yeah.
Not the reprint, right?
Not the reprint, first edition.
Nice. Did you buy it from our guy?
Board Game Geek.
Really? Somebody had it out there.
Yep, it's punched.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
This game stands.
He's
up.
gonna sit.
Telling
He's
you.
gonna sit on his corner. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the cavalry.
Okay.
Now the infantry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Do you have the Breitenfeld game?
1, 2.
I don't. I think there's a copy of Breitenfeld included in the one I bought.
Nice. That's a nice present. Ooh, stealing from Edward, I see.
Yes. 1, 2. And then these Nimrods.
You know, they have feelings too.
2.
They already have an inferiority attitude with respect to the cavalry, for God's sake.
And then there's the little brother always hanging around in the back.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's his story?
Yeah, he kind of got lost. But yeah, that would be that.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
So
Well,
we have a 1. We're going to start over here on the
all
left.
right. I'm just going to stare at the chart. I'm going to trust you guys to run your odds the right way now that you've been staring at it. Go for it.
I have a 1-to-1
Go for it.
here.
Mm-hmm.
With a 2.
That is a disruption exchange.
And we have 9-to-1
Got it?
Ouchie.
with a 6.
Defender disrupted.
Bye-bye.
Let's see. Eliminate.
Oh,
Where do I
Yep.
put him?
okay, so we have a dead.
Where do I put him? Just off to the side
Yeah,
here?
just put him off to the side on his disrupted side. Up, please.
Yep, like that.
All right.
Dead.
No!
We have 1-1.
Go.
With a 3.
No effect.
And
Womp
these
womp.
two guys against this guy is also 1-1. With a
No
3.
effect.
And this 4 against this 2 is a 2-1. With a 2.
Defender disrupted.
That's all that. Over to the right, we have 10 on 10.
1-1.
1-1. The 6.
That is
can't be
attacker
good.
disrupted.
Yeah, jeez.
Finally.
And then here we have 5-1 on this guy
Okay.
with a 3.
Disruption. Oh, sorry. Defender disrupted. Defender disrupted.
That's another.
And then we have a 4-1.
You were saying something, Velker?
That's a kill.
That's a kill.
Yep.
He's saying. Okay, so you got him.
Yeah, pull him off.
Thank
He's
you.
already
Yep. So then we have a 4-1
Go.
with a 2.
Defender disrupted.
That's
And then we have a 3-1 with a 6.
No effect.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a 2-1 with a 5.
No effect.
And another 2-1 with a 2.
Defender disrupted.
Bye-bye.
That's another kill.
That's that.
All right, so that's all your fights.
It
All
is.
right, so now what I got to do.
That's
Doug,
the end of turn 3.
Okay, so Doug, if you would please assist me.
Mm-hmm.
We need to. We remember that all these fellers are because we remember that the demoralization points are a little different than they are for the values. So we got to figure out which units these fellers belong to. Oh, sorry, I did that. There we go. So
What are my choices?
your choices are? Thank you for asking. Spanish cavalry, Italian, German, Burgundian, and Beck's infantry, and then French cavalry.
These are all French cavalry.
Those are
They're all French cavs.
Okay. Those are all
Yep.
French cavs. So he has a demoralization level of 90. So just to give you an idea of what he's looking at, what has he got? 10. So it's a ways to go. I just wanted to check.
Yep. So that's
it?
10 of 90.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Turn 4. Or sorry. Is
It is now turn 4.
Turn
Yep,
4.
it is now turn 4.
All right, Velker.
All right, one or two.
1 or 2, you
Come
maintain
on,
the
fog.
fog.
No.
Oh! The fog lifts.
And good thing, because you made a spot for my cannons.
Made a little spot. Well, the first thing is, though, do you got anybody you can undisrupt? You cannot
And-
The blue guys.
Blue
Nope,
guys.
the
Yes,
blue
the
guys.
blue guys.
That guy,
No.
I got this guy can undisrupt.
Yep, this
I
guy.
mean, this guy.
Yep. This guy here.
Well, Velker, you're not rolling yet.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy can escape.
So
That guy can undisrupt.
five
Wow.
or 6.
This guy can undisrupt.
Both of these two guys.
Yep, and both the guys in the trench.
Yep,
Yes.
he's undisrupted.
No!
Sorry.
All right, that guy.
Either these two.
Nope.
Yep.
No, that guy.
He's next to a leader.
Yes, that's correct. And he would get that +2. What did you roll, Doug?
Oh,
I rolled a 4, so he undisrupts.
He does.
He rolled a 2.
Rolled a 4.
His second roll was a 4, but
Oh.
his first one was a 2. His second was a 4.
So that guy flips.
Yeah, he flips.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
Artillery shooty.
ain't none.
Ain't none.
Movement.
Movement. Sir, not being seen. And let it be remembered that now all movement factors are at full.
Oh, yeah.
Taking a quick look at the rules just to see.
Sweetheart. Yep.
Back over here to watch Doug move his troops.
He's getting sneaky.
He's up to no good, we know that much.
It's almost guaranteed.
How do you have so many strong troops?
It's because the pickled herring that we eat.
I have about 2 out of 10, and then you bring in 5 8s.
Remember, this is turn 4. Turn 5.
You get reinforcements.
This whole row of dudes walks onto the field.
What about these guys? When do I get these guys?
They come in on turn... It's a fair question.
It's later.
Sometime that is not turn 5.
It's like turn 14.
That's comforting.
13.
Yeah,
Last turn.
those are those guys that show up late at night and basically cover the Imperial withdrawal.
But that's not what's happening.
It's a fight right now for a fact.
You can only have one leader influence a combat, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Ah, the big dog himself. Yeah, those disruptions in the trench are going to be a big deal, I think.
All right, that's movement.
What you feel like?
All right, let's start with a 2-to-1 right here.
All right, I'm looking at the chart, so I'm going to trust you.
3.
That is an exchange.
2-to-1.
Disruption of the defender.
Gone.
Gone. And always remember, keep him disrupted if he is. Thank you.
1-to-1.
One to one on
That's a
3, no
nothing.
effect. No effect, no effect.
2-to-1 over here. Actually, you know what?
You don't have to, yeah.
I don't have to, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge. Goldstein's going to charge. So it's a 4-to-1.
Correct. Is that infantry?
No, yeah,
Oh,
we
no,
decided it's only infantry,
no.
right?
Yeah, it's only infantry. That's right. So, nope, we're not charging. So it's a 2-to-1.
There's a defender disruption. Same result you wanted anyway.
Yep. Yeah, and I believe we already did this one, right?
Yep, you did that.
Yep. All right, so over here, we're going to do an 8-to-8.
1 to 1.
You're not
1-to-1.
gonna do full
Oh,
2 to
whoa.
1?
Oh, okay.
Could do 2 to 1.
Because you got a guy behind
No.
you saving that.
No, that guy's going
I'm
over
saving
here.
that.
Got it.
Yeah.
1 to 1.
6.
That is a attacker disrupted.
All right. Then we're going to do the 8 and the 5 to the 10, which is a 1-to-1.
That is a disruption exchange.
I got both of them.
And then we got 14 to 9.
1-1. That is an exchange.
No, he doesn't have to do them both.
Just do the 12.
Yeah, I have to do enough points, though.
Yep. I don't
Yes.
think he's got enough points.
There's
Yes.
not enough
The
points
12.
unless I do
Yeah, the
both.
12 does it.
Oh, the 12 does it, yeah.
12
that's
is
right.
more than 9.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought
Are you being mathematical again?
Yeah.
Well, it's the engineer in me.
Quit your math.
But you want that guy there because it
Yep.
keeps these guys from
That's
being
right. Yep.
Quit
That's
your
right.
valuable.
Yep. Exactly. All right. So here we've got 8, 19, 20
Oof,
to 12.
still 1-to-1.
Yep. No matter what, it's still a 1-to-1. What's that?
What was your question, Volker?
Do you want to use this guy?
I am using that guy.
That
Yeah, but
sounds
does
good.
it? Can you get 1-to-1 without him?
Oh,
Yeah, I can. Might as well.
Well, unless he throws his leader in.
Well, I don't think leaders work that way.
Leaders can work on the defense as well. It
Oh,
says.
that's true. That's true.
I
Well,
read that up.
Okay.
Yeah, so are you or not?
Yeah, Velker, so he's asking you, is your leader in or out?
my leader is in.
In.
Okay, then I'm using both of these. I'm using everybody.
Okay. Ooh, and that's Wallenstein. Careful there, champ.
Yep.
Anyway,
That's, yeah, I noted that.
so it's a 1-to-1. It's still a 1-to-1, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. With a 2.
In exchange.
No, leaders don't disrupt.
All right.
Again, did you have to flip them both, Doug?
Yeah,
To get to 12?
yeah, absolutely, I had to.
Oh, we had a
Oh,
12?
yeah,
Right.
I did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Next.
All right, so the 7 to 4.
1-to-1. That is a no effect.
And the 7 to 4.
Your leaders?
Yeah, I guess I could throw Gustav in there.
Oh, the man. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Gives you
so
2-to-1.
that gives you a 2-to-1.
In which there are no bad results for the attacker.
So that's it. Yeah, it's a 10 to 4. It's a 2-to-1.
2-to-1.
I forgot that he can throw in if he's not stacked.
Yeah, it's anywhere within 1 hex.
Yeah. 2.
And that's a defender disrupt.
So he's gone.
So it kills him.
That hurts.
And here's the crazy thing about it. In terms of demoralization, only infantry counts.
Oh, wow.
Take a look. It's right there. And they even bolded it. And it's the same for the Imperialists, for the record. All right. You got something else, Doug?
No, that's it. That's all of them.
This is now a serious push up and down the line.
Oh, Lutzen was a slugfest.
Yep. And this is certainly shaping up that way. What you got, Mike?
Not so much over here, though.
The no, nothing there, nothing there. This guy,
think-
this dude over here can
Oh, yeah.
undestruct.
Okay.
5 or 6, he undisrupts.
All right. Of course.
Yep. Anybody else?
And you've got this guy over here can do it at all.
Yep. That's a fact.
And you get a
Awesome.
leader.
Yep. So
Right.
you need a 3 or better.
And that means I'll roll a 2. Hey, how about that?
Look at that. He's back in the fight.
Miracle. All right.
Any guns?
So now,
Oh,
yeah,
you got guns. You got guns.
this one on him and this one on him. So let's start with this one on the left.
1.
Okay.
What's that?
You need a 1.
Okay. Nope. And then this one
Same here.
against him. Ah, almost. Okay. No, does not look good over here on the left side.
Looks most excellent.
Already on.
You need to be charitable is what you need to be.
I'm the Spanish.
Nobody expects that.
I gave it the office.
Nice. Gave it the office.
If I remember correctly, so far this is pretty darned historical.
Hysterical?
Pretty darn
Well,
hysterical.
yeah,
I'm in pain.
that too.
I'm wet.
And I'm hysterical. Calling over to his friends, his fellow cavalrymen, get yourselves over here, please.
Hurry! We're all gonna die. Okay.
And I've just solved the lavish historical problem of not being able to focus on the action while I look at the chart by opening up the freaking game that I own and looking at the chart.
I guess I could look at the printed off chart that I made earlier, too.
Now, I know Doug knows this story, but I was at Gen Con, I think I was still in high school, and a copy of this quad went. I was determined. I had in my pocket $200 I was willing to spend on this guy. And it went for more than that.
Yeah, $200 back then when you were a high school kid was a
Oh.
lot of money.
Well, not just that, but it's, $1984 or $85.
Yeah. Hey, OJ's dad's online.
Hey!
There it is.
I'm going to invite him to the kibitz.
Definitely.
During the voice chat.
Okay, I think that's it. In more ways than one. Okay, so
Stop it.
you never know. We could pull it out.
It's early yet.
We can do
It's
these
very
two.
early yet.
16 against 2, 8-1, but that's 6-1 max, correct?
Correct.
All right, so roll 4.
Result is a 4, which, as I say, I just got to pick. Now I got my chart right here. 6-1 on a 4. That's a disruption. Defender disrupt.
Oh, yay!
Toast.
All right, then
So-
10-2, 10 against 2, that's 5-1, and
You
that's
guys-
a 3.
Hey,
Hey, we're-
So
you doing, Mike?
Oh,
that's another defender
I'm good.
disruption.
oh
Hey.
wow, 9-2, 4-1,
Guy's going to town.
5.
4-1. That
Yep.
the 5's an exchange.
Okay.
Holy cow! Where
Oh,
did
yeah.
all those filthy Spanish go?
that was that.
Okay, so over here, this does not count, correct? The disrupted. Okay.
Correct. He can't
cannot-
attack.
He
Okay.
is, He's just hanging out, hoping not to get punched in the face.
Oh, he probably will. 20 to 4, 5 to 1.
Yep.
Ouch.
Rolling 3.
That is Defender disrupted.
Hey,
Oops.
there's much rejoicing. Okay, so these have to attack each other individually. Oh, wait, he
You-
has to attack both of them. Ugh.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Or some combination of these two guys attacking these three guys.
Yep.
Probably better do 2 1-to-1s here, I would think. Well, there's a
Well,
2-to-1.
it's not 2 1-to-1s. It's
You've got
This
to attack
is-
1 to
both of them.
2.
actually 8 to 4. This is a
Oh,
1-to-1.
yeah.
And that's a 1-to-1.
1-to-1. Okay, 2 1-to-1s. So let's do this
Okay.
little triangle first. 1-to-1.
1-1.
Ugh, 2.
That's actually not the worst in the world. That's an exchange.
Okay. So
Whoops.
flippy doodle. And then 6 and gone 6.
That
That's
guy
a 1.
gets.
Why did
yeah,
he
that-
flip?
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he flipped.
Time this
Okay.
one?
Yep.
Okay. So 1-to-1 here. 2.
1-to-1 on a 2 is another exchange.
Flip, flip.
Yeah, and I want to note, because of the complexity of this game, that it's taken us, 4 turns to get to the point where all of the players have already memorized portions of the CRT.
And then we have 4 against 2, so 2
So
to
2 to 1.
Yep.
Rolling. 3.
2-to-1 exchange. That kills him.
Spanish casualties. What a novelty. All right. That's it, I believe.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So since that's it,
Edward's
Doug,
up.
Yeah, Doug, can we take another quick peek over here, please?
Yep.
These fellers. I gotta turn them around so I can see them the right way.
Oh. They're all Spanish cavalry.
They are. Okay.
I think that's all they count in this one is
Okay,
Yeah, I
Spanish-
think they're all. Yep, they're all
Spanish cavalry units. Yeah.
100 points. So
Yep.
we're at about what?
What
16 or
what
so?
were the other? What was the other cavalry choice? Because
The
this
other-
guy's Alsatian.
Okay.
There is
Yeah.
there is
Yeah,
no
it
other
says
cavalry
it's
choice.
French and Spanish.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, very good. The other big category is Italian, German, and Burgundian, including Beck, infantry units.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to tell
Okay, cool. All right, Velker.
due to the fact that they're actually labeled as Italian, Burgundian, and German on the counters.
Alright.
Yep.
You got disruptions, Velker? Yes, you do.
This guy.
With the leader over here. So 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I gotta step away for a sec.
No worries.
This guy.
Yep. No, he's in. Oh, that's you. So yeah, 5 or 6.
Yep.
Ooh.
How about that guy?
Who you got?
This guy back here,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and he's got a leader.
Yeah.
So 4, 5, 6.
Nope.
Are you serious?
Nobody seems to want to disrupt today.
Yep.
This guy here,
Oh yeah.
5 or 6. Nope. Not him. Is that it?
Yes.
No disruptions. Any gut? Now you can shoot.
Alright. These 3 are going to fire into this hole.
Okay. Well, again, he can't. There's no point in shooting at a disrupted guy. 'Cause
Right.
You can't do any worse.
Right. So this
So you can shoot here. That he's also disrupted. So there's no point.
guy.
so
This
ins-
guy can fire over here.
Correct.
Ah.
That's legit, and that is a 1. You need a 1 to disrupt him. You do not. They're not going to have any shots, I don't think.
Does this guy have
No.
a chance to fire this guy?
Who's that?
These guys can fire over their men.
If they are halfway. So the distance
Right.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are. So, yes, they have shots.
I
What do they feel
fire
like?
This guy.
Alright. So, who are you shooting at? Sorry?
This guy.
So, at range 4, it's a 1 or a 2 to disrupt. Nope. Next guy down the line? Or
This
same guy, or- yep.
This guy's going to fire the same guy.
Very good. 1 or a 2. Nope.
Seriously?
Yeah, you just had some incredibly poor rolls. That was rough. That was rough. But now it's your movement turn.
Alright. So, these guys. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going to go 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then these fellas going to go 1, 1, 1. What is trees?
Can't move into them.
Cavalry cannot move into trees.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Actually, I don't think anybody can move into trees.
Is that right? Really? Let's have a look. If only there were a chart that would tell us.
Yes.
Forest. May
Woods,
not
nope.
enter, not
Cavalry. Yeah, two
Cavalry.
movement points for woods hex for... Oh no, this is forest, not woods.
allowed. Oh, okay. I didn't.
Looks like it's only for one scenario though too.
Or,
Like-
well, that's for woods. This is forest hex.
Yeah. So
That's different.
Ah.
May not enter.
Oh, yep, yep.
may not enter. No entering.
Alright. Then this guy's going to go 1, 2. And then I think that is... Wait, no. This guy. This guy's going to move up here. And then... This guy's 3. So he's going to... This guy's going to continue to face off against that guy.
Okay.
Alright.
And nothing here. Okay. Got it.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright. Simple 1 to 1 right there.
All right. Let me get my charts up. First,
Yes.
give me a second. All right. Charts up, and I would agree. That's a 1-to-1. Go for it.
3. No effect.
No effect. Okay, it's scary. Just hey guys.
I told you.
Hey guys, the 11-year-old has memorized,
memorized the
CRT.
table.
Let's keep
Yep.
moving, shall we?
Alright. The 6 to 8 is going to go against that 2.
That's-
That's,
that's-
3 to 1.
Nope. Remember, you're fighting across the stream, so he's
That-
doubled.
It's a
Doubled? Okay.
Yep.
So it's
It's
1-to-1.
1-to-1.
It's not a 2. Oh, yeah. 1 to 1. That's a 1.
That's good.
That kills him. That's a disruption.
Alright. Can I take ground?
Nope.
Uh,
There's no.
Alright. This is a 2 to 1?
So the 8 to the 4.
Yes.
Go.
1.
Nice.
That's a disruption.
It's not a kill? What?
Nope. 2-to-1.
Alright. Then both this 2 to 8 and this 4 to 8 are going to go against this 5.
So that's a 1-to-1.
Yes. 1 to 1. 2.
That is an exchange.
So I have to go both of them.
Yep.
Then
That's a little brutal.
Then this 5 is going to go for this 3.
All right, and that is a 1-to-1.
Ouch.
1-to-1 at a 5. That's actually an exchange, so it kills him.
Alright. The only guy left standing is this guy.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of guys looking for a map over here. I'm
Yep.
telling you.
What
Our-
happened here? Did we do this?
Yeah.
Yep. We did it.
That was
There
an
was
effect.
no effect.
Alright, then over here.
So, what you got? How you parsing it out?
Okay, if they're both 6s, so this guy's going to go against that guy, 1 to 1.
Okay, because here's the thing. You don't have to attack this guy. You've got to attack this guy. So it's up to you.
No, it doesn't.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Oh, no, he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
You don't have to attack anybody. Wow.
But if he does, he can kill the leader.
That's true.
Yeah,
that would be a
going for
leader
that guy,
casualty.
Going for that guy.
You need to go that way, so that's 1-to-1. 1-to-1 on a 2, and that does kill him. That takes the leader.
Yeah.
Really?
That
Because it
that's-
kills the unit?
Yeah, I believe. So. Let's look that up. That's.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check that.
I have to check. I have to check a rule. I believe this is the first time. I'm going to say that. Son has expressed it in Andy turn. Let's see here. Leaders. No more than one leader. Leader effect on combat. They are eliminated immediately if caught without a friendly unit in an enemy zone of control.
Alright.
But
That would do that.
he doesn't have a zone of control.
Yeah, he does. Right there.
No.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
So that's an elimination.
Ouch. That's a lot of VP.
Who did he
Wait,
kill?
was that an exchange or just a?
It was an exchange, which is why I said he didn't. But
Yeah,
he's
right.
got the
Oh,
other
right,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's got the other guy.
Yeah, he's got the other guy.
No, but that's a leader.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
doesn't-
Ah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. So the
Yeah,
leader
yeah.
is not eliminated.
So,
So your leader's left. The guy's
there are
gone, but
two,
the leader's
there are
left.
two
Yeah.
leaders staring at each other.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Leader attack that leader. Go, man.
Nope.
Unfortunately, you got nobody.
Alright.
Man, you got real close though.
Alright. This is
Heady stuff. So how you
You're
doing
gonna
this?
do both.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
You're
got-
gonna
gotta
do
do
both.
both.
So that's a 1 to 2.
Never mind.
Well, you have to.
You have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say never mind, but it's 1 to 2,
And I'm gonna throw Gustavus in there.
taking it to a 17. So that's a 1 to 3.
Okay. 4.
1 to
That's
3,
something
4.
for-
That is a
It's
disruption. Disruption
Which one?
on you.
Attacker.
Yeah, there's no good things that happen to attackers or to defenders at 1 to 4, or bad things. It's depending how you want to look at it.
Alright, now over here.
You're gonna have to take one bad fight no matter what you do.
Alright. I think I'm going to take that between these two and this guy.
I'm just going to observe. Okay, just look
Yep.
at your numbers, right?
Yeah.
You've got a 4 to 1, a 1 to 1, and then you'd have a 1 to 2.
1 to 2.
Alright, then I'll do this one.
All right, 1 to 2.
2.
That 1 to 2 is nothing.
Alright.
That's good. That's as good as you
Yeah,
can
I
hope
was gonna
for.
say I
As
don't
good
know
as
if
you
you'd
could
hope
hope for.
but yeah. 4 to 1. 3. Defender disrupted.
Alright, then this...
1 to 1.
1.
Ooh, defender disrupted. That's pretty good day's work.
Yeah.
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 No particular complaints. Is that it?
I believe so.
All right. Who's next?
It is my Spanish.
I'm flipping it around. So, what you got for disruptions?
Oh, all kinds of fun stuff. This guy is not in his own, so we
5
can
or
do him.
6.
Actually, all of these three guys.
Yeah.
That guy's stuck.
Yeah.
So these 3 guys. We'll start with the 3.
5 or 6.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
And that's it.
He can't. This guy here, with the leader, he is a factor of 1, so I need a 4, 5, or 6. Oh, good
Oh.
grief. And that would be that.
Mike is amused by this outcome. Now there is cannon firing.
The luck of the
We
French.
have
is
cannon
with you.
fire. This cannon is blocked.
Yeah.
These 2 cannons, however, he's going to take a shot at this 9.
1.
Look at that.
Oh.
And this cannon's going to take a shot at this 8. And now we're going to move.
All right, I'm going to pull back, and I will be right back. Move away.
He's going to go there. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep those guys from becoming undisrupted. Oh, bugger. This guy's gonna go 1, 2. He's gonna go here. Two.
Where's that leader supposed to be?
He's right here.
Okay.
He's now here.
Very good.
What a mess over here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. He's gonna go 1. He's gonna go 1, 2.
All right, what'd you all break?
Everything.
I knew it.
I'm stepping away for just a sec.
I'm assuming Vance is still moving, yes?
Yes, yes, he is.
Cool. Hey, we picked up another viewer.
Wow.
Who are these people? Love you. Nice to see you.
Two. 1, 2.
Man, these battles are actually more interesting than I even thought they'd be, and I love this game. So
2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Back.
You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I figured probably not much.
whole lot of silly knees bent advancing behavior.
Yes. All right, that is all of my movement.
Let me call up the chart.
Start over here on the left.
All right.
We have a 6 on 2.
Known in the colloquial language as a 3 to 1. Go for it.
With a 2.
Disruption.
Kills it.
Blam.
Blam.
We have over here a 4 and a 1.
Now, that isn't by any chance infantry, is it?
I know, these are all horses.
Cavalry.
All right, 4 to 1.
With a 5.
Exchange.
Oh, buggers.
That actually stinks.
Yes, it's
That's
horrid.
evil for you in that one. Anyway, go ahead.
Thank you for reading out my pain.
You got it. That's what I do. I'm here to kibitz.
I have 2 to 1 on this guy, unless you throw your leader in.
I don't see a point in doing that. Well, I guess it'd be 1
well,
to 1.
no,
then,
actually,
wouldn't it?
there's no point in not throwing the leader in, because if he gets
Yeah.
caught alone, he's dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. He's in.
So 1 to 1. Fuck.
On a 6, I'm afraid that's an attacker disruption.
Yep.
How dare you charge me? Throw it back at your face.
I'm a
We have
Spanish
a
person.
we have 16 on 8 here,
2 to 1.
unless he throws his leader in.
You might as well. You
Might as well. Yeah. Might as well. Might as well.
I mean, pizza.
So it's a 1 to 1.
1 to 1.
Just to spoil that attack.
That's another attacker disruption. Ow. Ow.
Yes, ow.
He had an animal food trough out there.
Okay, 2 to 1.
Go.
The 2 disrupted.
Disrupted.
At 2 to 1.
Yeah. Defender exchange. Disruption exchange.
And another 2 to 1. That's a nothing.
Yeah.
And another 2 to 1. Ah, fuck me.
No, thank you, Spanish person. I will pass on that.
Language.
So
You see,
Yeah, sorry about that.
we do not do these things.
Yes.
I take it the goal is to roll low and not high.
Yes.
Generally speaking, low numbers are the good ones, except when you're undisrupting.
Disrupting, and then high numbers.
Right.
Then you want to fire.
That would be enough of that nonsense.
Jeez, man, did the Spanish take it right in the yabos on that one.
Yes, they did.
Whew.
That would be the end of turn 4, thankfully.
All right, now turn 5 is interesting because over here in Velkerland,
Yeah, he'll get reinforcements.
and his all his stuff goes up and what's all. I just want to make double sure. I'm pretty sure that now we're done. Or is it?
I think once the fog lifts, it's done.
I don't think so. I think
yeah.
it keeps
Oh,
coming
really?
back.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
the
really?
resulting
Yep.
visibility applies through the remainder of that game turn and through the so it's he has, and by the way, he doesn't check it. The important point is he doesn't check it now. He checks it in his turn.
Ah.
So it wouldn't have cleared until this. It doesn't matter that much. But it is interesting. So he doesn't check until it's his part
Yeah,
of
it's
the
the
turn.
beginning of his player turn.
So in any event, so the Swedes get a turn in the clear.
Right.
So any disruptions?
Right.
I think we got some.
Oh, all kinds of them.
Where do you want to go?
All kinds of them. Well, we're going to start over here.
Over here on the right. That guy.
And
Where do you want to go?
so, yeah, we'll start here. So that's a 4, 5, or 6.
Affirmative.
Oh, he won't do it. So same deal here, 4, 5, or 6.
There you go.
Not that guy and not that guy. However, this guy's a 5 or 6.
Uh-huh.
Same deal, 5 or 6 here. 5 or 6 back there.
Man, one disruption would undisrupted make a big difference.
It would be 5 or 6 here,
Nope.
and he's
Negative?
a 4 or 5 or
There you
6.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he won't get it.
And that's the rest don't do it.
Rest don't do it.
You
Alright.
fear me.
Nobody undisrupts this turn.
Nobody, and you cannot shoot.
Yes, he can.
At who?
He's not fog.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
who's
no
got-
fog.
No, I understand, but at
They
who?
can't shoot.
There's no
these guys,
point.
Yeah, at who?
There's no point.
At whom? Oh, nope. I take
Yeah,
it
could
back.
shoot at that
Yeah,
guy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, it's a 1,
So?
but,
Hey, so
Yeah, it's, you know,
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Jay. Sharp stab in the knackers. Close.
beats a lit cigar up your
Why do
nose.
you put that vision
Ow.
in my head?
I'd say yeah. I don't think artillery blocks anyway.
Artillery
Then-
doesn't block, but
No.
infantry do.
Yeah,
And yeah.
I think he's good.
And-
He's good.
Boing!
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Flipped.
Heck.
This guy wondered where that cannonball came from.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Terrifying. Run away. Ah.
All right.
Okay, I think that's all of that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're going to do some moving. 1, 2.
How convenient.
It's almost as if it was designed that way.
That way,
Mhm.
yes.
That there should be a second line in front of the.
Exactly. Almost like these guys in the 1630s thought about this.
They knew what they were doing.
Perhaps at some point, one of our guys will take it right in the mush.
All my guys are disrupted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the entire line.
I didn't test that guy,
Well,
You did not.
Why don't you?
and I will, and he's a +3 because of Gustav.
It is. It is. So, anything above a 2? Yes. Anything but a 1.
Anything but a 1.
The man himself.
His
So
beloved
the way
king.
you were rolling, that wasn't a guarantee.
No, exactly.
Nothing like having the king on the map, eh?
Well,
Mhm.
yeah. Except again, he takes a musket or a pistol shot.
Yeah, he
in
does,
the
yeah.
head.
Well,
Yeah.
he gets himself captured, then
Yes. Then
takes
yeah.
a pistol shot in the head,
True.
which is no fun at all.
That ruins your day.
Well, actually, ruins your whole war.
Actually,
It
for them
did.
yes.
Actually,
For
it
them,
did. It
did.
really
Pretty
ruined
much
the whole
ended it.
frickin' war. Well, no, it didn't. They kept going for the next
But
20
they should
years,
not have.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
but they
but
really shouldn't have.
the Swedish tapped out. How's that?
Oh no, the Swedes stayed.
Well, that's
You have
true. That's
You
true.
have 3 more Swedish commanders. You have
Yeah.
Oxenstierna, then Banner, then Horn.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But I'll go to your earlier point. They should have.
Yeah, they really probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so in the interests of being Bernard, should we do a Bernardian thing?
All right, Vance.
See.
I'm gonna correct you here. At the option of the owning player, the leadership value of the leader counter may be added to the combat strength of a friendly unit in the same hex.
No.
Okay.
Oh. Really?
Yep.
Yeah, so he can't do it if he's 1 away. He can rally if he's 1 away.
Right.
That
Oh.
is the status
10
of-
10
I read that wrong.
10.11.
But what about Gustavus Adolphus?
10.11. I was just looking at Gustavus and realizing he was about to unleash hell on the center of that
Yeah.
line.
But he does only get to do it once, too. Right?
Right. Well,
Right.
but here's the other thing. Because he can't
Yeah.
do it adjacent like this, you've
Yep.
got to risk him.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
yes.
really the point.
That's really the point. Yeah.
And
Oh my God! I got 5 pages of rules wrong.
I just,
Come on, man.
I know, right?
Come on.
Come on, man.
Well, I am 4.5 beers in. So.
Oh, well, that's fair.
And
Oh,
what
by
are you
the way-
drinking tonight?
We've already announced ours, OJ. You got to announce yours.
Yingling, black and tan.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
I
I'm drinking a local brew called Lug Tread.
Mike, what you got?
I am done for the night.
He was drinking margaritas.
Yeah, I had Jose Cuervo margarita mix.
And I have flavored sparkling water.
There you go.
Maybe there's only smart one among us.
Guess it does not take a psychic to know that I'm having Jack and Diet.
Yeah, because the diet helps, right?
Yeah, it makes me feel good about it.
Hey, you're not supposed to be.
Doesn't the chemical wreck the Jack?
No, Jack and Diet and I are good.
Where's the pea schnapps?
I will come through this phone.
All right, that's all the
What
movie.
the hell was that thing called? A fuzzy dragon or flaming
No,
dragon?
what
or...
was it? I took a picture of it. It was
It
called.
was called
Yeah.
an abomination, is what it was.
It was. No, because they had it. The family and I went this year at Origins, and they still have the bloody thing on the menu.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah, I took
Oh,
a picture
dear.
of it. It's a dragon something or other.
Yeah, it's dragon something. Dragon's breath.
What's
Dragons.
Wasn't it something like a goblin?
The goblin something or other.
I don't know.
Dragon's fuzzy navel.
Oh Christ. So, Doug, you've got some punching in the face you want to do.
All right, let's rock and roll.
No,
Start over
no,
here.
I don't want to do any punching in the face.
No.
That's untrue. Why would you
It's a
ever influence
dirty
him like
lie.
that?
All right, here we go.
2-1.
Let's do the one. Nothing.
Yay.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be weird.
Geez, even his disrupted side is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Oh, these are big dudes. These are big,
Yeah.
ugly,
These are
blocky
big.
things.
Big tercios here, so yeah, we're just not gonna do anything stupid.
Because you don't have to.
Right, because I don't have to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead with Brahe here,
Mm-hmm.
throw in Kniphausen and Thurn regiments against that 4.
Good lord, what's that total to?
Wait a minute. No, we're not.
No, you're not. Don't do
No, we're
that.
not. We're gonna do Kniphausen. Yeah, no, we're not. We're doing Kniphausen and Brahe against the 4.
So that's 12-4.
Yep.
3
Yep.
to 1.
3-1. I take a 3,
You'll take a disruption. That'll kill him.
and that's infantry.
Mm-hmm. That counts.
Is the fog gone forever now?
No. We
Nope.
check for fog every turn.
Okay,
This is
so
the-
now
This is
Ow.
this is the scary one for
Yes.
Velker.
Thurn and Gersdorf's regiments against. So it's a 18 to 8.
Is that a? That's a 9.
That's a 9.
You're looking at it upside.
Oh,
down.
it's a 9. Yeah, I'm looking at it upside
So
down.
It's 1-1.
I have a chance. I have
You
a
do.
chance.
You do.
Oh, he has a very good chance, actually. The 1-to-1 table is not great.
4. That's a nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
Haha.
That's a
I
break.
survived.
That is a break for Wallenstein. No doubt
Yep.
about it.
It is a good break for Wallenstein.
Wallenstein.
It is Wallenstein. You're right about that.
All right, so we'll do Mitzloff and Wilderstein.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 14 to 3.
I think we call that a 3-1. Oh, sorry. No, that's a 4-1.
Yeah.
4 to 1.
4
On
to
a
1 on
2.
a 2. That's disruption. So he's gone.
No.
Other infantry.
Counts.
Okay, over here.
Hmm.
Over here, we have some unattractive combats. But we have no choice, really, to do them. Let's do... All right, so we'll do Weimar and the Bernard's Cavalry Regiment.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 to 7, a 1-to-1.
Affirmative. That is
5.
that's an exchange.
Exchange.
A flip there, Volker.
Your 7-3 flips, yeah. There you go.
No.
And we got a 1-to-1.
Yep. Which
Right here.
That one. Got it. Yep.
Yep.
Nothing.
3, which is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually fairly happy about. And then a 1-to-2.
Nothing.
Very well done.
Yep, that was not a bad turn as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and I believe that's the end of my turn.
All right, let me do a quick tot up because we actually had some infantry.
Oh, look at all this. Yeah.
Had some infantry.
2 infantry.
So it's a 5 and a 13. It's horse. Anything else?
Yeah, that's horse. That didn't count.
All right, so just 13. All right, we're fine. We're fine.
I'm fine. Nobody worry.
13. All is well.
I'm okay.
Mike, what do you think?
Let's see if I can save defeat from the jaws of victory here. Now I can retreat these guys.
Yeah, first thing you got to do though is is deal with your disruptions if you can. Right. I'm not seeing too many guys that are free of Zoc.
This one can.
This one can.
Okay, so you got a couple.
Yep.
So you got this guy here, Mike. If you tell us what you want to do.
Okay, start over here. Over here on the right.
This
right
4
flank.
here.
This 4 can?
Yep.
Okay, so
5
I need to roll a 5 or 6. And that ain't happening.
Nope.
All right.
This 5.
Okay. Hey.
Hey,
there you
go.
go.
Back to the fight.
Okay. None of these guys?
Nope. They're all locked in Zoc.
They're all in zones.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, but I can move them?
Now you get artillery fire, and you have some.
Jeez, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Okay, so
No worries.
he can definitely fire on
Oh yeah, that's a tube.
Yep.
right there. So might as well do that. Him on him. So that's a 1. Hey!
Oh!
Hallelujah.
And?
He can fire on him?
Should be.
Oh. The heck?
You broke
Move
it.
the die.
How did I do that?
Don't break the
I
stuff.
think it moved it too far.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
There you go.
I don't know how I did that. Thank you. All right.
Alright, so
Nope.
still
Womp,
did-
womp.
And now you're in movement mode.
Now I can move, man. All right.
Now they're moving the many things.
What? So I cannot move these guys because they're locked in.
No,
here,
yes, you
see.
can
No,
move
no.
them. Yeah.
Oh, I can.
They're in zones of control, but you can now move them out 2.
And what's their movement? Is it
2
hexes.
hexes.
2 hexes? Gotcha.
Yeah, 2 hexes.
Run
no-
away! Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you can't go in the woods.
Yeah, it's the
Run
only thing,
away!
it's the only thing you can't do.
I don't know if that's going to do any good. But run away more.
Running
These
away-
guys really
for those dudes, running away is a completely acceptable option.
strategic retreat.
Well, it actually, again, is well represented,
Yeah.
representative of the period.
Yay, Dutch
They are
drinking.
Yeah. They're withdrawing to rally, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
what would happen.
Okay. These two. I don't
Yeah,
know
for
what to do.
5 pages of rules, this is actually being pretty representative.
This is a little well-polished gem of 5
Yeah.
rules.
Well, obviously we're huge fans, all of us collectively, of this era of gaming. We're aware of its deficiencies, but we love it. But it is fair to observe that the best of these games were play tested by some really smart people.
Yes, that's true too.
I mean, you're talking about guys like Mark
Yeah,
Herman,
Dunnigan.
Jim Dunnigan, right? Bob Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these are not fools,
Here, I thought you was going to say kindergarten class.
right?
Can this one move through
Absolutely.
Yep.
zones of control like that? Okay.
Yep. Zoc, this is, as Doug pointed out early on, this is non-locking.
Not
Zoc.
locking.
Kenneth Aldair. All right.
Oh, and by the way, did you all notice who designed this game?
I didn't
who's
look.
Do we?
Whose name?
Come over here. Come over here. I want to show the camera because I'm sick of this crap. Linda.
Linda.
Oh, that's great.
A
That's
girl.
awesome.
Great. That is awesome.
So what?
Yeah. So what?
Yeah. Come on.
How can that
Okay.
be?
It's impossible for a game in the 70s to have been designed by a
A
woman.
woman.
We let
Impossible.
girls into the clubhouse?
No, absolutely never happened.
And you see who
These
helped Linda design it under production? Right there.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Zucker.
Kevin freaking Zucker, the original god of Napoleonics himself.
Well, and when you look at it, this has some definite Zuckerian elements.
Oh yes. And
I'm
we say
impressed.
that is
I'm impressed that I got that out.
that you were able to
Zuckerian?
say the word Zuckerian in your current
Yes.
state.
Exactly.
Where are you going, Mike?
Not there.
Away from you.
No, when you read the accounts of these, and I read the account of Rookroy less than 48 hours ago in probably the best book on these battles that exists in English. Exactly what you're seeing is what happened, right? I mean, cavalry gets disordered, some of it routes, they ride away, they get rallied, hopefully, and they return to the field.
Yeah. So your interest in all things Prussians, Doug, is that stem from family connection or shits and giggles?
Yeah, more just the. I got really interested in Frederick and what he did, and you, as all of us, I started gaming with World War II stuff. Though actually, the first war game I ever bought was Alexander, but you play a lot of World War II, and the Germans are bad guys, and they've always been bad guys. For the entire history of the universe, the Germans have been bad guys.
Oh man, we had friends join us. Sorry guys. Byron Salahor says, "Hello, how are you doing? How many turns are we in?" He freaked out when I zoomed out and showed him that it was all 4 games. We are at we are sort of midway through turn 5. Where our friends the Swedes have taken their turn over here at Lutzen, and now we have the French taking their turn at Raqua.
But yeah, eventually, Vance, what I figured out was that I do have family connections.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Oh, and
But I didn't really know about that until after I got interested.
Okay.
And to tie into what Bayonet Brandt is saying, you guys are the Energizer Bunny is still going. Ginny Mulholland designed Bundeswehr for Mod Quad 2 in 1977. Yeah, no,
There you go.
absolutely. And it just, this whole experience, other than having an awesome game, because this is awesome, I love this, playing 2 awesome games with friends, is that stop saying things about this period of gaming. Stop. Freaking
Just stop it.
Just play the games you want to play. If you don't want to play these, that's fine, but don't run them down. They're great games, and as I say, these 4 games, which are amongst my favorite in the whole wide world, was designed by a girl.
And let's stop the whole generalizations and stereotypes about who played these games
Yes.
and
Yeah.
why,
Yes.
just to feed your desire for outrage porn.
Now you're going to trigger people, Doug.
Triggered.
You know,
Triggered.
that's because I'm Prussian.
Who are evil and have been evil for
That's
all
right.
time.
For all
Right.
time.
Okay, I think I'm done here.
You're good. All right. You got
Yeah, I
some.
think so.
You got.
I
some
should
fights?
hope so.
Let's start over.
Oh, I see.
You're trying to save
I
Barth,
see.
huh?
When you move all the time in the world, but when Mike moves, oh, taking so long. What do you got?
Y'all are pontificating. I'm not going to interrupt you now. I don't want the game to get in the way of your discussion now.
That's right.
Nice.
Have you not watched any of these?
That's
Mostly
right.
pontificating.
Exactly.
We're pretty much 6 months into these things at this point.
And the later it gets, the more pontification there is.
Fair
The
enough.
more booze there is, the more pontification.
What's your
Let's
numbers?
do this one right here, 1-1.
1-1. Do
Okay.
it.
Oh,
Die, evil spawn, nothing.
That's a bupkis.
okay. Then we have 6, 7, 17. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. 16 to 3. Well,
5-1.
yeah, 5-1. Okay, 5-1. 1.
Ooh, that's not going to
That's
be good.
defender eliminated.
Bye.
Haven't seen many of those.
Blammo.
And by
What's
the way,
that?
Doug, to your point that there's a lot of Zakarian touches here.
Mm-hmm. So not a very bloody CRT.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that.
All right, then we got 17 to 5, so 3-1 here.
Correct.
6.
3-1, 6-0.
Nothing.
Oh,
That's I like.
That's hurty. That is.
that
absolutely
sucks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
2-1 here.
Yeah.
This little triangle. 16 to 8. 4.
hurty. Nothing.
Nothing.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
No, sir.
The
I am
charts,
not.
the charts are on the table, my friend.
Oh well, 15 to 6, so 2-1
2 to
right
1.
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
4.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing
2 to
again.
1?
Oh, man.
Sorry, that was 2 to 1?
2 to
That's
1.
an exchange.
Yeah,
2-1 on a 4.
That's an exchange.
it is.
2-1 on a no, it was a 4. Right?
2 to
Yeah.
1 on a 4.
It's nothing.
Was it nothing? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Don't scare me, man. Come on.
That's what he meant.
That's what I hope for.
15 to 6, so that's a 2-1
2 to
there. 4.
That's nothing.
Son of a.
Wow.
Silly French can't shoot straight.
I was gonna
Wow.
say.
You keep dodging. Stay still. 10 to 5.
2 to 1.
That's 2-1. 2-1.
2 to 1.
Roll a 4.
1.
Oh, there
That's
you
something.
go. That's the.
There you
That's
go.
an
That
exchange.
kills him. No.
Let's
no,
show you how to do it.
That's just.
That kills him.
That just kills him.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's cruel.
Da-na-na-na.
Crink.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You gotta scrub them clean now. You go take
Get
showers.
off my
now.
men.
All right. So that's it
That's
for
it.
Mike. Yeah.
See, that's it.
All right. Let me take a look real quick. See, because that's in. Because once again, we got to keep our group straight. And remember,
That's all cavalry.
It's all Cav. All right. Very good. Because he's
All
got
Cav,
he's
all
got
the
it up
time.
to 100.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about 7, 10, 13, 17, 21. So we're getting there, but not yet.
My turn.
Velker, what do you got? This is going to be interesting. So first of all, you got your disruptions. Where do you want to start?
Let's start right here.
Sure. So that's 4, 5, 6 to get this guy back.
Yay!
Good.
Back to the fight.
This guy.
Underneath him, bud.
Oh, under this guy. Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
No.
Nope.
No. What
Dead.
do you want?
Alright, this guy.
5 or 6?
Nope. This guy.
5 or 6?
Hey.
Hey, there he goes.
Ooh,
This guy.
that's a nice unit.
Big
to
one.
back.
Yeah.
5 or 6?
Nope. That guy.
5 or 6?
Guy
5.
next to him.
5 or 6? No.
Um. Anyone else?
Nobody.
Nope. Okay.
All right, guns.
This guy
Mm-hmm.
is going to fire in there.
He has to roll for fog.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh, fog. Yes.
So what do we look now? Now we have to peek over here and see in turn 5,
One
1
or
or
two.
2. It is a foggy day.
For me. Hey.
Ooh,
Not
not foggy.
And it would have been foggy for Doug too. You know, it would have gone through his whole
Right.
turn.
Right.
But it is not foggy. It is not foggy.
All right.
Guns, guns, guns.
So,
Bam. 1.
Damn. All right.
No.
This one on this guy.
That's a leader. Yep, you can do the guy underneath. Yep.
1.
Mm-hmm.
One,
You need a
2,
1.
3, 4, 5.
Yep,
Oh,
you know one.
That's what. Nope. A 5 is a 1 or a 2.
No?
Same with that. Same with this guy.
Yeah, but you rolled a 4.
Yeah. Okay.
So 1 or a 2. Doesn't matter.
It's going to be a 2.
This guy.
1 or a 2.
3, 4, 5.
Nope.
3 4s in a row.
And these guys,
Dice
These
like
guys-
a lot of 4s.
they're going to be too close. These guys are too close to these.
Not
guys.
back here.
Not for
Not
this.
over here.
Oh, Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. They could do these guys.
Yep.
Yep.
So where you want to go? Point, Volker, please.
Or these guys.
This guy.
No, not those
No,
guys.
not those guys. They have to be these deep guys.
It's
Yeah.
going to be these guys.
That's a 1.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh, there we go.
Pow!
Now these
And that
guys.
guy too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow.
The guns fire from the flank.
Deep reach.
Yep.
That's
That's
all right.
why Bernard of Weimar wanted that hill.
Yep.
So, Velker, you got your moves.
All right. This guy is going to hop the ditch.
Well, remember, it's 5 for them to touch the ditch, so.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Do your
5.
dudes come in? You get.
Velker, yeah, what? You got. Let's go back here, Velker, and let's put your
Yeah,
guys
you got
on.
reinforcements.
Yeah, you got your reinforcements. That's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
the biggest deal.
Yeah.
And they can exceed stacking in the entry hex. It costs them 1 point for movement to be in the entry hex.
Affirmative. So they come in between 0109 and
It's
0128.
between the river and the rest of this.
Oh, you've been
Yeah.
checking?
Yeah.
Look at you.
He wants
He's
those troops.
He's been planning, man.
Okay, for the record, you remember, guys, I told you I'm usually proud of my son. This is one of those times. He checked when his reinforcements come and where they come. I like that. So you get this top row.
All right. So this guy.
And you get to march, you got to come from here, counting the first hex as your first movement.
They're not turned around. No.
All right, I get it.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. That's the theory. Getting it done.
He's going to go with him.
Fair enough. So who is this, Doug? Oh, this is Poppenheim.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yep, these are Poppenheim's reinforcements.
1, 2, 3.
Holy cow. Okay, first of all, for the record, Ardwolf has joined us.
Hey!
Hey,
What's
cool.
up,
You know,
man?
Gary?
He is still waiting.
Still waiting for table flipping.
Waiting for the table flip. We should have invited Marco, yes. If we wanted to trigger Doug, we could have made his counters purple. That's true. And he says howdy. It's very nice to have you. How is Buckeye Games Fest shaping up? I'm sure it's awesome.
Alright.
Oh. Yeah, move that cavalry, man. They move.
Yeah, most of Pappenheim's reinforcements are his cavalry.
Especially because your front line is kind of Swiss cheese.
Yeah, his center is not in good shape.
I will now.
Again, this is historical.
Yeah.
I had a. It's hard to say which thing you liked the most when you visit a foreign country, but in my top 5 was seeing the order, or the yeah, it was an order. that Wallenstein sent to Pappenheim the day
Right.
before this battle. It's actually it's survived,
Right. Right.
and
Yep.
it's soaked in Pappenheim's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Oh, dear,
down in
really?
a basement.
What was that, man?
And it's down in a basement.
Yeah, it's down in a basement. It's so crazy, but it's such a cool thing. All right, so did you move up? So you got some other guys to move?
I moved everyone. These
Alright.
guys.
So your reinforcements are on? All right, how about your guys up here?
Wow, that's a 500-year-old piece of paper.
I know.
Yeah.
No, it's and the crazy thing is, and Doug and I have talked about this. When we talk about the complexity of orders we give, it's almost like a personal note.
Yeah.
You know, it's Wallenstein sending Pappenheim. If I could trouble you to please come to Lutzen with all your dudes, like now.
If you're not busy.
Yeah.
Right.
If you've got nothing else to do.
Help!
And to Pappenheim's credit, he gets this order and marches immediately.
Right.
And had he not done so, Lutzen would have gone much worse for the Imperialists.
Versus these other guys that you have over here.
Those other dudes.
Yeah, who encounter fleeing Imperial troops on the road
That's
and
never good.
and slow their advance.
Yeah.
So our guy Ardwolf is telling us that it actually starts Monday at Buckeye Game Fest, Labor Day, and they have OCS, Labatt, and a bunch of smaller stuff happening. Well, what more
Oh,
could
cool.
a man or a woman want?
Oh, or a woman, gotta include that.
Absolutely, because as we've discussed, a woman designed these games. Take that.
Oh, I'm hearing Monty Python again.
So, Velker, are you good, or are you?
Yep, all my reinforcements are placed. Now my movements.
Yes, please.
So this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
6, 7, 8.
Huh. Okay.
This guy is going to go 1, 2. This guy's going to go 1. I don't worry about that. I'm just thinking kind of that. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to fight there.
Deep strike. Wow.
And this guy is going to go.
You know that's cavalry and not panzers, right?
Yeah. That's the 16th or 17th century Panthers.
This guy's going to go 1, 2. This.
Oh, sorry. Where are you, Velker? Sorry.
Over here.
Thank you.
I just moved that guy to hit that guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3. This guy is going to come over to help.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is going to come 1. Oh wait, he's on a person. Never mind. Wait, did I roll that guy? I don't think I rolled.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Never mind then. All right, I think that's good.
And the only thing I would observe to you, Velker, and I just feel in fairness, you see this guy here, Wallenstein?
Mm-hmm.
He is sitting on a disrupted unit. If that disrupted unit is killed by either of these two guys, you take a huge victory point punch.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Probably a smart move.
Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. Yeah, Wallenstein knows that these guys are in it for a world of suffering, but he won't be part of it.
Dude, I'm out. See you later. Good luck.
All right. So your reinforcements have come on, and you have made your moves, and so now you've got your combats. What do you want to do?
Over here. Let's start with a 1-to-1.
What do you got? 2-2. Yeah, that's what that is. Excuse me. Let me get up my charts.
All right,
Nothing.
it's a nothing.
That's a nothing.
All right, then a 10 to a 2, so it's a 5-to-1.
Correct.
2.
That's a
You're
kill.
That's an
eliminated.
elimination. Some Swedes ain't coming home.
Now I feel bad. Oh.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really don't. That ditch is gonna make up for that. Anyway, what do you got?
All right, this is
Get this guy over here if you want to. If you want to, you don't have to.
You don't have to, do
If you're
that
feeling mean.
4-1 against that guy
Alright, let's do it. Just for giggles.
for giggles.
3,
4-1 on a 3. That's a yeah, he's dead.
5. Is it
You're,
range? Or not?
Right, it's kind of collapsed there, Doug.
Yeah.
It's at center that he's less worried about.
Yes.
So you got one guy to account for here, unfortunately, which is looking to me right here, Velker,
Mm-hmm.
to be a 1
Look up.
to 7. So
Yeah.
it's a 1 to 6. Or 1 to 5, sorry.
Alright.
Can't be any worse than 1 to 5.
Hurt me.
That's
Go
the
ahead.
that's the positive thing.
Hurt me. Go ahead.
Oh.
He's dead.
That's the bad thing, yep.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's
He's
me.
dead.
Yeah, this guy here's dead.
Bye.
All right, what else you got? I see some guys in sock over here. Holy cow! Yeah, you went deep on this, didn't you?
I did.
Mhm.
Sorry, that was me.
Alright, this guy is attacking this 2.
Sorry. What are you doing here? This 5 is going here.
Yeah.
Because okay, so this 5 is attacking this 2, which is a 2 to 1.
No! No!
That's an exchange, which does kill him, but does force you to flip.
Alright.
Okay.
And then this guy is going to attack.
This is actually Doug's worst fight of the space right here. So this is 5, so this is 8 to 5, so it's a 1 to 1.
Alright, 1 to 1.
Oh!
Nicely done.
That is a leader kill.
That's a leader kill.
Weimar doesn't make it home. So Weimar goes over to the kill pile, please. Thank you.
I went deep and I struck deep.
Yeah, you did. My goodness. Well, that was well done. We'll see what the rest of it does. All right, now you got some bad fights. I don't think you're gonna like as much, but you tell me what you're doing.
Alright. So, can I advance with this guy?
You can't really.
No.
Nope.
Alright, fine.
So you got these here.
Let's do this 1 to 1.
So you're doing the 8 on the 5 right here.
Yes.
All right, 1 to 1. Oh, that is a defender.
Well, look at
disrupted.
that.
That was a good roll. Nope, it's just that one there. That one is not.
No, he did he was attacking both those.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then this is also a 1 to 1. I missed that. Man, he brought the
Fire.
fire.
Flanker,
Holy cow!
On
the Velker,
fire tonight.
The
Yep.
Velker brings this. Man, I'd rather be lucky than good. Holy cow!
you're gonna lose both your flanks
Just
here.
taking a whipping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm curious. How many points? Now I'm actually seriously curious how many points Weimar is worth. Because I'm sure it's not a nickel.
He ought to be worth a bit.
Yeah.
That's the yeah. He better be. I want him to.
Yeah,
be a
he's
lot.
like he's basically the second in
Oh,
command.
Is he
no,
really?
It was right there. It was right there.
Oh, was it? Did
It
I just miss it? Because you're the imperialist.
Yeah, it was down here.
20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that was a good dive, Velker. No doubt about it. All right, you got any other fights? I don't think so.
It's 40 for Gustavus Adolphus.
Oh yeah, well sure.
That's just insane.
Well, guys, I enjoyed watching, but
One location.
You gotta.
Dude.
hey guys, enjoyed watching, but I gotta drop back out tonight. So have a good one.
All right.
You take care.
All right. Thanks for
Thanks.
coming by.
Yep.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
All right. So
You done, Velker?
you good? You're good, right?
I believe so.
Vance.
Okay.
Yep.
So over here on the left, we've got underneath Albuquerque. Got a guy to try to rally.
4, 5, 6.
Ugh. Okay, then we're just going to go up this line here.
Yeah.
5 6s. Nope. Nope. Yes.
There he is.
These guys are stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck. This guy here, this horse up in the corner.
5 seconds.
Oops. Nope. Wow, that was. Oh, and this guy back here in the back needs a 4, 5, or 6.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Cannon time.
Stop. Cannon time.
Look at this.
Where are you going?
Right down the line.
Right down Main Street. Look at that. But that's a 5, so therefore it is a 1 or a 2.
Bullseye.
Hey.
Boom.
Ooh, nice one.
These guys, this guy here is going 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm pretty sure that's still a 5 or a 6. Because you only get it at 1 or a 2. Yep. 1 or a 2.
So it's a 1 or 2?
1 or a 2.
Merde.
Hey!
Oh, mercy.
This guy,
Some
by the way-
surprising rolls this time.
Gigantic.
we'll shoot at this gentleman here.
Excuse me, the umpire wishes to give bonus points to Bonsai Cat for referencing the Napoleonic Wars.
I'm going after this guy here. I need a 6.
Yeah, you do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
Or a 1, I mean. Nope.
not there.
So that's cannon fire. Now we're moving. You did rally him. Good. 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 Because I can use this guy to keep these guys from rallying. 1, 2. 1, 2. What are you sitting on over here? We have this guy here is going to go 1, 2, 3. This horse is going to move to this guy.
And these horses just can't get enough of each other.
And he's going to go there. And he's going to go there. Now this mess here. He's going to go 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2,
Oh, where's he going?
1, 2, 1, 2. The leader went here.
Sorry, I just did adjacent to you.
1, 2. One, 2, 1, 2. There's a leader there.
I'm just doing a zoom out shot of both battles.
Oh yeah?
There's a story being told.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I really do.
One, 1, your hand out of the way.
What?
Move your hand.
Don't judge me.
Hey, Velker,
1.
I had this guy right here because I thought he was a leader. He's not, so these guys are incorrectly stacked, so I'm going to put him right there.
Yes. Do that.
Inappropriate stacking. 5-yard penalty. First down.
275-yard penalty.
Not wrong.
1, 2 to there.
3 hex penalty.
Can I say, by the way, that this has just reminded me of why these are some of the greatest games ever done?
Mm-hmm.
They really were. And I'm telling my wife when it's come back from work. I didn't... by the way, guys, I wish I could take credit for knowing this in advance, but I didn't. One of my favorite games ever designed was designed by a woman.
Really? This
1,
is true.
2, 3.
This game after which I pined with all my heart. I'm really trying to wrap my head around that. Not that I think that women can't design games. I know they can and do. But the fact that
The fact that one of your favorite games.
one of my favoriteest games ever was designed by a lady, that actually makes me so happy.
I think that when Rand was doing a lot of this stuff back in the 50s,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually where, to answer your earlier question, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about comes from.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
was when Rand Corporation was doing, they're the guys that first slapped a hex grid on things, for example.
Yes.
I think a lot of the people involved in that were women.
Yep.
All right, that's it for movement. Let's
Let's fight.
kill things. Fight, fight, fight.
Where do you want to start, Haas?
Over here on the left, get some cavalry.
Sorry, I moved something.
I have a 2 to 1.
Let me unsort
Hey,
some.
stop touching my stuff.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
Unhand me.
I will do... It's my table. I will do what I bloody well like.
Okay, we have a 2 to 1 fight over here.
Do your rolling. Roll your dice, Canadian devil.
Oh, now I roll high.
5. That's a nothing.
Okay, and we have a 3 to 1 fight over here.
Go for it. Nothing. Nothing.
See,
Really?
man, you're rolling like me.
Yeah, we have a 2 to 1 fight.
Oh, there we go. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that's brutal. I won't mind.
Yes. We have a 1 to 1 over here.
that. Okay. Nothing.
Nothing.
Were you guys? Gonna
We
hit,
have a 3. We have a
Okay.
3 to 1 here.
Were you gonna hit something today? I was just curious. Go for
Yeah.
it.
Everybody's tired.
3 to 1 here.
Go for it.
Hey. There we go.
That's a.
That's going to do
disruption.
some damage.
That's a disruption.
Yeah. We have a 2 to 1 on this 10.
Go for it. Is that a 3?
It's exchange.
Exchange. Yeah. Now it's
Yeah,
your choice.
so
That's a good
I
question.
want to do this guy.
I think
No,
you meant
I-
to say,
I
I
this
want
guy.
to do this guy.
No, he's Spanish.
I'm Spanish.
Oh, that's right.
Excuse me.
That's right.
So and then we have a 1 to 1. That's 10 on 8.
Go for it. Nope.
Nothing. I'm okay with that one actually.
Bupkis.
We have a
Actually,
4 on.
those were Germans.
That's right. This was an Italian.
2 to 1.
Mhm.
We have a 2 to 1 on that.
All right.
Nothing.
Nope.
And we have a 2 to 1 on
Yeah,
this.
we do.
That's got to do something.
That's an exchange.
Exchange. And a 2 to 1 on that guy. Ugh.
Oy, that's an exchange.
Just change.
Over here.
And a 3-1 over here.
Go. There you go.
That'll
That's a
kill
kill.
it.
That's a kill.
There you go.
That's just the suck.
Yeah, you did not cover yourself in glory right there. Is what you did not.
All right, that's it.
All right.
End of
So
turn 5.
I observe at this time that it is 10:41. So the choice is we stop now or go one more turn.
Yeah, we're knocking on the door at midnight my time.
Yeah. So shall we call it here?
Let's. Yeah, I will cheerfully resume this next Saturday.
All right. So let me,
Sure. Yep.
let me do this. Excuse me. I'm grabbing game states. Okay. Just so you know, Mike, you're not getting out of this. You're expected to return next week.
Hopefully, my wife will let me.
You give her my number. And you say,
Have your wife play.
like,
I don't know, honey.
you tell her that she's.
They told me.
Which mic is that?
It's Bonsai Cat.
Oh my goodness.
What?
It's peer pressure. It's peer pressure.
Now there's you tell her you're playing a game designed by a lady, and you're gonna what's gonna be? It's gonna be me, Vance, Velker, and Doug all standing at your window going, "Can Mike play?
Can Mike play? Can Mike come and play?
Can Mike come out
I'll
and
give
play?"
I'll give you her number so you can text her that.
Sure.
Well,
We'll all do
I
it.
know you would.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
we will.
like we wouldn't. The
I don't even have.
I'll
work,
be here.
we'll all just.
And I'm still not gonna get a
But I
hot
don't
date.
have a phone, so I can't do it.
I will take Velker's picture and we will put it all. We'll like montage our photographs together, so that we can all come
We'll
together.
send a sad photo of Edward, and it
oh,
will
yes.
it will be
There
like
you go.
A
There
very
you go.
we will use a Sally Struthers voiceover.
Play a Sarah McLachlan song.
That's
underneath.
right.
There you go.
That's right.
Oh my
Oh,
gracious!
angel.
So the thing we should first remember is we've actually turned to turn 6, right?
Right.
So I got
It is turn 6.
Got to move some markers forward. Let's take some quick numbers here. I don't think we're anywhere near. Yeah, we're not near demoralization levels yet.
No.
Although I will, because it's only infantry losses that count over here. But it's so again. Let's talk to our friends at home who might be watching this later on. The Swedish right has shattered. There really isn't much of one, but there is one heck of a Swedish center, and not much of an imperialist center. And when I say not much, there's really not one. So,
Not to put too fine a point on it.
and why would we? Because we're all grown-ups here, except for Velker. So I don't
Whose
know why.
front you're affronting?
My drink now, Dad.
My wife, for some reason, dropped off my refreshment cocktail with my son, who's insisting the cocktail belongs to him now. He's sniffing deeply of Jack and Diet. That's awesome.
Okay, yours now.
That's-
You have it. I don't really care.
Okay. So why would we hold hands on this? Because we would not do that. But as we go over here to Raqua, this is as Doug says, what I know of it, and obviously he's read of it more recently. This feels a little bit like what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a whole lot of fellas that are still fighting, but a French left that has collapsed. But can the Spanish follow up? And that's a good question. But I think it does bear mention that over here at Lutzen, Weimar is dead.
Yeah.
Weimar.
Well, at least he's not feeling well. Anyway.
I'm sorry, he's pining for the fjords.
He's he's pining for the fjords.
I feel happy. I feel happy.
That's about it. So I'm going to scroll down here to Armchair Dragoons. I absolutely want to thank Velker and Panzer Day and Barthhart and Bonsai Cat for that's the folks in the forums, and I'm Cyrano. And if you're coming on later, this is what we do. We just want to get together and play games with our friends. And this is
Play simple 70s games that were just
I'm
so hard to get into. And
and just if we can wrap
Designed
it-
by ladies.
Yeah, I was gonna say now. Wow, this has empowered me to go on a tear beyond my imagining.
You have to send this video directly to
To Marco.
Marco. Yeah.
'Cause, and I don't want to hide it. We were responding to Marco's review of Undaunted, which, by the way, is done by a good friend of the Armchair Dragoons, David Thompson. We love him. We love his game. We think it's cool. We're glad he's come to play with us, and we think he's a good dude. But along the way, Marco in a review seemed to talk about the 70s war games as being unimaginably complex and exclusionary and just not the way the wargaming wants to go. And it's like, that's just garbage. It's just garbage. For the last 3 hours, we've been hanging out, playing a game that was designed, again, during the administration of Jimmy Carter by a woman, and had an absolute blast, and we hope you did too. So thanks a lot for coming by, and we will absolutely see you the next time. Take care, everybody.